right. Hello, everyone. Uh, Welcome everyone to a brand new show on our channel, Rollers of Fate. My name is Mo, and I will be one of your DMs.
I am Cisco, and I will be the other DM. And we have an amazing cast that we both looking forward to taking a new journey.
Yeah. So as you may have noticed, there are actually two DMs, and well, Cisco and I normally can't be separated, so we thought, why not just run a campaign together and see how that kind of goes. But enough about us. Let's introduce our cast. So, Luke, go ahead.
Yes, hello, I am Luke, and I will be playing Bryn Barfire, Paladin on search of glory, and maybe some other stuff on the way. Yep.
Who's next? Eddie.
That would be me. I'm Andy. I'll be playing Bruce Lockwood. He's a half-orc barbarian, about roughly 2 meters tall, 114 kilos. That's 6'7" and 18 stone in old money. Brown hair, shaved at the sides and back, well-kept goatee, wears sturdy traveller's clothes, which look like they might once have been quite smart. Not anymore, though. With a blue ribbon tied in the shape of a bow tie and a monocle. He is looking to earn some cash and make his way in the world. Ross, you're up.
Hi, I'm Ross. I'll be playing Aki Flammakaste, bending Norwegian into the Draconic for that. Aki is a divine soul sorcerer who is on a long adventure looking for some lost roots and probably some trouble if he can find it. David?
Yeah, I'm David, and I play Dorothy Lavenbloom, the proud owner of the Blushing Bosom Brothel, and she stands a human female, curvaceous and imposing in stature at 6 feet tall, with her large sun hat, a pencil skirt, and a big fur coat, her red heels always kept even through the trials and tribulations we are about to encounter.
And last but not least, Matthew.
Yeah, I guess it's me. Hello, my name is Matthew. You can find me on Twitch Remix on RT. And I play Perimin Wiseacre. I am a halfling barbarian who likes to stab people.
Yep.
That's an inside joke.
Stab.
But yeah, he's on a journey to places. He's looking for people. He's not really sure what he's gonna do yet, but it's a pilgrimage.
Fair enough. Amazing. Yeah, and that's pretty much everyone that's going to be playing in the game. I guess that's everything, and let's just jump straight back in. Straight in. Everyone ready?
Yay.
Yep. Amazing. All right, so let's see what mysteries shall we revealed today. The needle now intertwined with the threads of fate of those who travel to Candlekeep, their pages bounded together as their story inked into history. After traveling on your trodden path of Coastway, Gorin Winterfoot, who has hired you to escort him back to Candlekeep, takes you to the wonderful beach of the Sword Coast, where you rest your feet and enjoy the summer breeze. You soon after continue your journey until a new path emerges, to the Way of the Lion. And as you are guided on this path and finally reach the peak of the hill, you begin to see the spectacular sight of the formidable towers of Candlekeep. It comprises of scores of towers that sit within 50 feet tall walls of stone and iron. Its numerous towers ascend into the skies above, creating a unique silhouette against the skies over the coastal sea. And as you stand there, you also begin to see the sun beginning to set and the redness beginning to come to the sky. Gorin. Cisco? Can't hear you. You're muted.
Sorry, I was thinking your volume went. My apologies. Yeah, Goring is here. Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
okay, so yes, we are nearly here now.
By Jove, those are magnificent fortifications. I haven't seen the like before. I tend to shy away from such populated lands.
Yes, it's a magnificent structure. Are you all okay?
Oh, never better, good sir, never better.
Little hungry.
Well,
Uh,
my neck is a bit strained from all the traveling and sleeping on grounds and such. I'm not very used to it, as you can probably imagine, but it will all be worth it, I'm sure. And might I add, this is not the only impressive structure I see, but you should be used to that by now. And she looks over at the good old Bruce.
Bruce looks behind him like, oh, I don't see anything behind me.
Raymond shivers.
Is Perimin
Alright.
still feeling unwell to this day?
No, Perriman took what he's supposed to take right before the arrival.
So you all notice that from the whole travel, that the 10 days that the guys were traveling, you begin to see Perimin beginning to come back to his color and his state that you first saw him from before. And
Perriman, darling. Oh,
no, carry on.
I noticed that the color has re-entered your face. You mentioned before that you were quite fond of a specific type of mushroom, I believe it was. Did
Yes.
you find any upon our travels?
I'm not sure I would be able to find them just on the side of the road. And there was not enough time during camp to look for them. I have enough servings for a couple more days, so I'll be fine.
It's more secret pockets. Watch out for the knives. They're probably in the same pockets.
Perriman shakes his shoe, making a lot of metal noise.
Interesting. Full of surprises, I see.
And as you stand there, last but not least, coming across the hill, as he carries his large, his armor across his back, his shield and sword, in his more commonest clothes, you see Bryn coming to the top. And Bryn, you begin to see this marvelous sight in front of you as well.
You're quite right. This is quite the sight. It's putting my mind at ease a little bit.
I'm just wondering what on earth could be so important in behind these walls to warrant such protection.
Oh, well, this is the biggest library in the whole Forgotten Realms. Any book that is ever written is holding a copy here. So it is a wonder to behold.
All this for a library. Fascinating.
How about Gorin, you tell us exactly why are we here right now?
Oh, well, you've just been my protection, but I guess after that dawn travel, you deserve a good rest, and we have good accommodation here, and perhaps you can help me further a little bit. I mean, that town curse is still not at ease. It's still the same situation, so we are here to look for Matreus. He's one of the specialists on removing curses and anything to do with curses, and he's the one that we are looking for. So if you will please accompany me on the travel, and we'll take it from there. Perhaps we might have to return to the village, the cold town, once more after this is done. We just have to find him. That's all. Easy
Is,
task.
Is Gorian like fidgety, like sweating, scared, maybe something like this? Do I see anything?
He's you can basically see that he's a bit nervous, like a bit antsy, as he knows he will start approaching more and more towards the gates.
Mm-hmm.
I could really
Come on.
go for a cup of tea. I'm dying on a cup of tea.
That would be in the kitchen where the food is.
Yes, it would. It would.
What kitchen?
Any kitchen.
All a good time, my friend. There is many places here that you can rest and relax, and inns and all sorts. Let's just go in, and Goring will stand next to the door, the huge doors.
All right. As you all begin to continue down the hill and head towards the doors that lead into Candlekeep, you get close enough to until you begin to see like a small structure on the side, and immediately begin to see people with similar robes that Gorin wears. There are multiple people traveling into the structure itself, and there are some people that are being stopped by these rope people. However, as you guys approach, there's one that is wearing much finer clothes than the rest of them. Still has the signia of the Candlekeep that you have seen on Gorin as well. And as you approach, he goes, "Stop right there. State your business."
Goring will move to the front, kind of like making way. It's me. I've arrived with my bodyguard adventurers. How are you, good sir? Nice to see you back.
Ah, Gorin, it is good to see you as well. It's been a few days. What happened? Did you manage to resolve the situation in the cursed town that you mentioned?
Uh, Unfortunately, not. Even worse than that. I was attacked and nearly killed. These brave adventurers helped me, and I feel that my life is at stakes. I don't even know why.
Hmm. Thanks should be given then. As he kind of comes a bit more closer to you guys, still not coming to up too close to touch you guys or give you a handshake and stuff. He just comes a bit. You begin to see his kind of more in this kind of nighttime shade that you begin to see because the sun has begun to set. But you see he's wearing this long trench coat. He has dark skin and dark features. The most unique thing about this person here is his eyes. They kind of glow, have this kind of radiant white glow pupils. He's completely bald, and he kind of stands there and he'll say, well, I guess if they have books that they can provide, we can let them in."
About that.
Yeah, I'll kind of like turn and I just go like sign 1 second and I'll whisper to Bruce, let me deal with it. And he turns around. Um, I know that these are the rules, but we've been traveling for quite a few days. I mean, I will respond on their behalf. There will not be disturbance. They will not cause any disturbance or anything. I know this is against the rules, but could you please make an exception just for once? I will make sure they behave and perhaps they can be of help. I still don't know what those Duregar assassins are, and I don't feel comfortable, to be honest. Please.
Durgar assassins, you said.
Yes.
Perhaps this should be. Perhaps the first reader should be informed of your situation. But letting them in without any books? He kind of looks towards Gorin. You have done favors for me in the past. I'll let them in,
This,
but this will be on your
oh,
head.
oh,
If anything happens, and if they astray, it will not be me you will be dealing with, but the first reader himself.
okay. Yes, I can guarantee you that. And Goring will kind of like nod and then slowly turn his face towards Perelin and kind of like pet him in and make a sign like of agreement, like a eye contact with him.
Permin nods.
They, yes, they will all. They are good. They are good lads and ladies, lads and laddies.
Could I roll an insight
So
into
don't
that whole
worry.
exchange to see if there's anything going on that beyond what they're saying?
Insight to against who?
Just a general sort of the conversation. Is there something going on that's not being said here?
Okay, make
that
an
kind of
insight
thing.
check. Of course, yeah. Go ahead.
Here we go.
I walk up to Brim, and Permin walks up to Brim and says, "Yeah, I see that you're well versed in the divine arts. Do you have means of maybe seeing who's a good boy or a bad boy?"
I do think I think I see what you're catching on to, and our divine sense. Why not?
As you cast Divine Sense, you come across everyone around you good, but Paramin, you feel that little tingling of feeling that he's not as straightforward. I'm not going to say evil per se, but he doesn't have the good sign on him. But everyone else pings good.
Okay. Really, the only person I'm worried about is you at the minute, Perry.
I put my hand on my knife and I say, "You don't have to worry. I just look bad," and I turn around and walk away.
Are you where you walk? Sorry, you said you walk away. Where are you walking?
I walk away a bit further away.
Ah.
I'm looking around for. You said those are fortifications, right? So I can assume people can walk on top of these fortifications.
They're, as you look at it,
Does
they're
it seem
about
like it?
50 foot tall. It doesn't seem like there is any standing on top where there's guards or anything like that. It's just kind of a strong fortifications that are kind of matching the kind of silhouettes of the towers around it as well.
Okay, I'd like to check the tree line and find a place where I could climb stealthily if the necessity applies.
All right.
Just wander off a bit,
Okay.
follow the tree line.
As you continue wandering off, let's go back to the insight check. So as you stand there and this whole conversation is happening, you, Bruce, you begin to, he's when he said Durga, you do sense that he had a knowledge of it in the sense, but not to the fact that he got attacked. There's no like he didn't think that this is a common thing or anything like that. What you would probably get is that the term Duragar and because nothing else has been said, he knows he knows what Duragar is and stuff, but nothing else seems to be kind of suspicious or hidden away from you all.
It's a pretty straightforward exchange of information, and yeah, and he seems like Goran is maybe considered a bit of a black sheep, maybe amongst some people. Okay, thank you.
So Pyramid, you continue, and you do find a close by tree. It is luscious and green, and you want to climb it stealthily, you said?
I want to get onto the fortifications, maybe using that tree some way, maybe using my rope. Yes.
So this. Oh, sorry, I should explain that the trees that you see surrounding you are nowhere near the fortifications. Do you try going towards the fortification?
Yeah, I wanted to look for like nooks and crannies to put my hands in the fortification, possibly.
So as you
and climb up.
As you try to walk towards or past the mage himself that you see standing before you, do you do this kind of walk away stealthily, or do you just want to kind of walk around because he's watching you move?
Just walking around, just looking around.
And as you kind of move closer, I need you to give me a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. Oh boy. Bitch.
All right. Well, as you get to thing, immediately as you take one step forward, you feel that there is this magical barrier that you touch, and all of a sudden you feel this force pushing you back, but you hold your ground. You skid back a few feet, and then you see the shimmer of this kind of barrier kind of go up and then ripple away, and then you can, by looking at it and by the strength aid and your visual, you see that this whole place is magically warded as well. And the gentleman that has been speaking to you says, "I wouldn't do that if I were you."
Huh. I turn around and sit down.
They are curious, curious folk. It's normal. Curiosity is nothing wrong. That's why they will do a good fit here.
Gorin, this is not an easy place to get into. Is it as difficult to leave if we want to?
Oh no, to leave is fine as long as you haven't taken anything or anything like that. I just need to warn you, we have a very strict security regarding books and different things, but you are my guest. This seems a bit strange, but I'm breaking rules. Normally, to enter Candlekeep, you will need a book. That's why I'm a bit antsy, because I didn't want to tell you in case things went wrong. And I kind of look at the person that we're speaking to, and I said, "Come on, let's just go, shall we? This is awkward now."
Insight check on Gorin. The whole conversation, I call bullshit on it.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, please.
Oh god!
You can see that Goring is telling the truth. He's just very nervous because you know that it's not really okay to break the rules, and no one actually is allowed without a book, but he's asking for a favor, so that's why he's acting so unusual.
The gentleman steps closer to you, kind of bending over, and then he goes, "You keep an eye on them. Remember what I said. It will not be me
Yes,
that you will be dealing with. You may enter."
yes.
And as he begins to
Okay.
you see him kind of doing an incantation and with his hands as well, casting some signs, and in front of you all, the barrier kind of briefly opens up and giving you like a space for you to enter. And then he says, "I am Callan Strongbranch. Welcome to Candlekeep."
Can you say that again? What's his name?
Callan, Kalan, Strongbranch.
Alright.
Pleasure to meet you, Callan. My name is Dorothy Lappenbloom, proud owner of the Blushing Bosom Brothel, and I am here to acquire knowledge as well. So thank you for making this little exception for us. It is most appreciated, and I can at least assure for myself that not too much trouble will follow my beautiful trails.
He nods and kind of uses his gesture to tell you to go through.
I do.
As Aki passes by, he would stop and look straight at him. Callan, I don't like you. And just head snap back and straight through the barrier. Doesn't like this.
Doesn't say anything back to you, and just as you passed as well. Who's going in next?
Mr. Strongbranch, Bruce Lockwood, pleasure to meet you. And he holds his hand out to shake his hand.
He just doesn't touch you.
Oh, I see. Well, good day. And he just walks away quite awkwardly.
Are there rocks on the ground? Tiny rocks that I could kick around?
Yeah, this place is kind of got some pebbles and stuff like that. It's a path, yeah.
Okay, I'd like to walk in right after and try to stealthily kick a rock into one of his feet. Just like a football kick, but nothing conspicuous, just trying it stealthily.
As you kick a small rock, it and touches his foot, and then
Mhm.
lands. It purchases. There's something there.
Okay.
He doesn't say anything to you. Just kind of looks at Gorin as Perimin walks past. Are you coming in? He looks towards Bryn.
Oh, yes.
Yes, obviously. Sorry about these lot. They are an odd bunch, but thank you for your hospitality.
And as you step through, he does another motion, and you see the barrier close as well. And you begin to walk towards these gates. And what you see in front of you are two enormous double gates of Candlekeep. They are 3 times the height of any human, and they're made of this black metal. Both doors are emblazoned with a sigil of the Candlekeep, and one of the 2 gates actually is standing open, far enough to get people to come in and out. But the other one is actually kept shut. And now that you are walking in, Perimin, you don't sense any barriers or anything like that around, but it is a straight path to this door. There are a couple of trees around. It's up to you what you want to do.
Promised Gorin I'm gonna behave, so I'll pass for now.
All right. And as you begin to walk through these gates, you come across a courtyard. Where you do see lots of people, some of them wearing the robes of Candlekeep, walking past with books in their hands and talking amongst each other, discussing wonderful things, phrases and words that you probably have never heard before. But this whole courtyard is wide. There's no trees here. There's no well, no cluttering or anything like that. It's just cobblestone expanse all across the floor. Around you on the sides and stuff, you begin to see a few buildings. Now that it is coming to dusk, you begin to see torches and lights being lit up in this courtyard as well to give vision and across you and around you. On the left hand side, you begin to see a couple of buildings that are with tiles, one with a purple, one with like orange and reddish tiles, a couple of buildings that you begin to see people kind of going in. On the right hand side, there's more structures of like a castle. But what you guys immediately see once you enter is across the way, right across the way, there is this huge door, and it's got this green glow that is glowing this whole courtyard. Even though there's candles and torches, lanterns have been lit around, this door kind of illuminates the whole courtyard.
My goodness, how on earth does it? How did they do that? Gorin, sir, how the devil did they do that?
Oh, well, the formation here, there's some tombs that need to be preserved. There is all kind of tombs here. There is we have great measures to make sure that no one breaks the security of this place and try to do something that they will regret. That's why it's all for your own safety.
Bully, I rather enjoy being safe. He turns to Aki and says, Aki, the magic they did back there, is that something you can do? Or do you just set things on fire?
Only things that deserve to be set on fire, Bruce.
I very well hope so.
As you all kind of stand there, you all begin to feel this kind of small rumbles.
Did anyone else feel that?
I'm very hungry.
And as you say that, coming out from the right hand side in the courtyard, you see this gargantuan, the huge ogre just lumbering across the courtyard, passing by you. In his hand, he has a few books. He has a circlet across his head, and he kind of looks at you for a brief moment, turns back towards the other side where there's more buildings, and begins heading towards there.
Perriman walks up to Bruce, pokes him, and says, "Do I stab him?"
I honestly don't know. Corin, that was an ogre.
That's terrifying.
I agree.
I take out my knife.
Why is
Yes,
there an ogre?
don't worry. You got nothing to worry about. He's just the little one, they call him.
He's huge.
I know.
I hate to
Yes,
see the big one.
He's one of our oldest guests. He has changed. He used to be... how do I say? He wasn't as good behaved and a good person as he is now. But life has changed him. And now he's devoted himself to help us on the research. And he's one of our more honorable guests.
Oh,
Do you have
How
nothing
do you
to
go
worry about?
from person to ogre? Please
No, I
explain.
Well, I mean, a person ogre. I mean, they are people too. Ogres are people.
well,
Not only humans are people, right? You're a person. I'm a person. I'm a halfling. I'm not
I
a
don't know what
human
I am.
person, but I'm a halfling person, right?
Of course.
I don't know what I am. I was brought up in the bushes.
Oh, you are
You
definitely
are like
halflings.
me. Yeah, you are like me. You are one of the lucky halflings.
Well,
Awesome.
in any case, that is an impressive story. An impressive story of
Yes.
how education can change a person, I would assume. So,
Yes, if you noticed a little band he had on the head, help him to be more intelligent. Not that he wasn't intelligent before, but now he is even more.
so is there some sort of magical influence helping him?
Yes, that we provide things like that of people with need. He's been here for such a long time, and he just reads and reads and reads.
Are you
Good
saying?
lad.
Are you saying that ogre chap is able to read? I've never met an ogre.
Yes, you will
Theoretically
see him
speaking,
reading.
could this be done for anybody?
Insight check
I
on
mean,
Bruce.
Go
What
for
do you,
it, yeah.
what do you want to insight? What are you inciting?
I want to see if he's looking for some maybe self improvement in that in some way.
He is being shy of this, so I will roll deception to counter that.
Okay, so roll insight, roll deception.
Bugger.
Oh,
All right. You pick up that Bruce is indeed he seems to be curious about bettering himself, but you're not sure to what end and why he would be. He seems kind of furtive around it, but you don't know why he wants it or anything like that. You're not even entirely sure what specifically he's wanting to improve about himself. You suspect
Okay.
it's to do with the reading, I suppose, but you can't be certain.
Bryn, you feel someone tap your shoulder. You hear a ting 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 on your armor that you're carrying.
Hello there.
When you turn around, you see a dragonborn actually stand there, and they begin to speak to you, and they say, "Yes, I am Nax Olosis. I have been advised to escort you. I am an avode of this place. What can I help you with? If you need anything of any requirements, please let me know."
Thank you, good sir. I mean, I believe a few of us are in need of respite. I
Yeah.
believe so. If you could help with that.
Respite, of course. If you would like, I will take you to the House of Rest.
Yeah, that would be great. Is everyone else fine with that?
Of
course. I need to rest my feet immediately if possible. Would that be alright, Goran?
Yes, we could take a little rest, only a short one, before we proceed. I want to introduce you to Matreus.
Master Gorin, it is good to see you again.
Yes, good to see you, my fellow friend. Everything okay down here?
You mentioned Matreus. We have not seen him. The last place he was at his studies. Since then, it's been a few days.
What? What do you mean a few? What he have done? What is he going to do? He should be here. That's why we came back. We need him. You said he was in his study?
Indeed. Unfortunately, we do not know where he's gone. He has not left Candlekeep either. But this place is mysterious.
Oh dear.
Gorin says,
And you
"Is
see
this a
that
problem?"
Goring is. Yes, there is one. The person who is meant to save the cold town is gone missing, it seems.
Wait. What?
Yes, we are looking for Matreus. He's a mage specialized in curses, and now he's disappeared.
Maybe he's in the kitchen.
No, disappear means
Grave
gone.
the lizard.
Gone.
Yes.
Well, any leads? Maybe we shouldn't rest. After all, maybe this is an urgent issue.
Ugh. Bully.
I look at our new little friend and say, do you know any specific location where he could have gone off to?
The last place he was at his study, but I can take you there if you would like.
Do everyone wants to go?
Could I have a cup of tea before we go?
Of course, let me take you to the House of Rest. And he begins to kind of escort you guys into the building where you saw the ogre go into as well. And as you enter in, you begin to see this place is a place where a lot of people sitting down, chitter chatter, having drinks. There is also a bar as well, where you see a couple of people wearing the same robes, offering and providing drinks to other people and stuff like that. You find yourself a seat, and you do see in one corner where there is no seats, and just kind of slumped onto the ground, flicking this tiny book in his hand with his finger, is the ogre, just sitting there and reading his book.
Wait, the book is normal size, right? It's just tiny in its hands.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
fingers.
Jesus.
Goodness.
Is the House of Rest, is it more quiet, like a study room, or is it more like a tavern?
It's more like a tavern. Let me just give you more information about that. It can hold up to about 50 guests comfortably. So it's pretty spacious place. There's doorways located upstairs in the hallways, and there's other rooms as well that maybe private rooms that you can also go into.
46 guests.
I look at Bruce and I flip a coin and I say, we have a score to settle.
Do we?
I find the nearest table, I sit down and I I slam my elbow right on top of it. I say, come over here.
Alright, tell you what. If I win, you buy me a cup of tea. If not, I buy you whatever drink you wish.
Alright.
Right, fine.
Goring will look towards them and just say, "Whatever you do, don't raise your voice. This is a place where we shouldn't speak loud. Don't shout or anything like that."
Dorothy was just
It's
about
okay.
to raise her voice and make a pompous entrance, as she usually likes to do, but mid breathing, she heard that and just. Oh. Well, gotcha. I will respect the place.
Yeah, I'm sorry, my lady.
No worries.
So
And stand at Goran's side.
athletics check, Perriman.
Athletics or strength?
Well, I'm doing athletics, so go for it.
Okay, I guess.
I didn't do very well, so go for it.
Arm broken.
Revenge.
All right. As you both sit down on the stools, you immediately set off on doing this competition. You see the Dragonfolk Avode, the person who's guiding you around. He goes and gets you a cup of tea from the thing and brings it towards you. And as he's about to set it on the table and your arms are there, Bruce, you see Perimin, this time for sure ready for you, knows your strength quite well, and with a swift motion, your arm and his unknown halfling strength just pushes your hand so quickly to you see the cup of tea just and he goes, I am so sorry. I will get you another one. And you see him all spilled on his clothes. And as he's walking past, you see him just kind of wave his hand, and all prestidigitation and all the tea just kind of wipes away from him. And you see spilled tea on the floor as well.
He's about to rage. Restrain him.
Well, so much for not causing a scene.
Perriman, sir, I would be most grateful if you never challenged me to an arm wrestling match again.
Perman laughs, looks at Bruce. Is there a bar? Like, can I go to a bar and to order stuff?
Yeah. There's
Yeah,
a
like,
where your Dragonphone companion Nax Olosis is going is exactly where he's collecting food, or he's getting tea for Bruce as requested.
Okay, so the tea is coming, and I walk up to the bar and I say, I want a barrel of mead with cups. How much would that cost?
You want a barrel of meat? We don't really give out things in barrels, but
He goes with, this is a large establishment. Obviously, there are many people here full time. What would be something unique you make here?
Well, unique. We have our own brew of ale that we do, but it's very, very subtle compared to things of the outside. It's just to kind of calm the mind.
From the mind, I want it.
All right. Do you still want the barrel? I mean, it'll cost you a pretty penny.
How much?
Well, a whole barrel, probably 10 gold. Has a lot of servings.
Shit.
But for a silver piece, I can give you a pint.
Around for 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 people, please.
6? All right, very
6
well.
people.
Gorwin! Good to see you.
Yes. Hi.
How much is that?
How you been?
So that'll be 6 silver pieces.
6 silver.
Takes a coin.
Back, Lilivan.
Yes.
Bacchus Electrum.
And you begin to see, he kind of just turns around, starts waving his hand, and you see tankards come in front of this kind of barrel, where it squeaks open, one by one, fluffing up with this kind of yellow shale, and then sliding across in front of you. There you go. Let me know if you need anything else.
Alright. And I pick it up and I take it.
Alright. He kind of looks towards Gorin, gives him a wink, and kind of goes to the back. And as you sit there, you're drinking... Oh, sorry, Gorin, go ahead.
No, you go. I was just gonna mention to the guys, okay, so just a quick drink. We take a little rest here, and then you help me, right? Like you said, to find Matreus.
I don't see why not. We did. Sure. Where's my tea?
You'll be rewarded. Don't worry. I'm sure this is still under your pay. I'll. Your kindness will be repaid for. Yes.
Okay.
The
Jolly
tea is
good.
Amen.
the tea is provided to you as well, Bruce.
Oh, thank you so much. He takes a sip of his tea.
I put my elbow on the table, ready to go. I look at Bruce and I say, "It's a joke."
Tell you what, sir. Every new tavern will go around.
Okay.
I'm in a much better mood. I've just had my first sip of tea. I've had my second. I'm in a much better mood. Definitely. Every new tavern.
Sounds like a
Well,
good idea.
While they're going, I'll say to Gom, is there any way I can possibly change into this armor just in case something odd happens with this mage we're trying to find?
Goring will step in. Yes. I mean, we will. Let's. I'll show you just to the privy, but that could be useful for now. I'm sorry. Once we are ready for our rest, we'll find some suitable rooms for us to. Well, not me, but for you guys to stay here. But that will come later on. But please. He points out towards the privy. You see, like there is like a sign there.
Wait, so
Thank you,
Bryn
I'll,
was running
walk over.
with just his undies on?
No, I had clothes on, but I was carrying chainmail. I thought I'd change into it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll go and do that.
You find
I
yourself.
I would take a sip of the drink
Mhm.
and just look at Perriman and say, "Thank you for the generous gesture. You do sometimes know how to act like a gentleman. I appreciate that very much, albeit your nature is rather quite rowdy usually. But I like the ambivalence."
What do you mean rowdy? I'm perfectly fine in social situations. And I look at Aki and I say, "Who's gonna end first?" And I
Bruce gives
slam one silver on the table.
Bruce coughs politely.
Aki has a warped relationship with money, so 2 silver. We can.
1 gold.
Hmm.
Oh, by Jove.
That how much was that barrel?
10 gold.
I'll go half with you with 10 gold.
No, 1 gold.
Ah, you blinked, little man. 1 gold, fine. However many that is.
Alright. 1 gold to see who finishes the drink quicker. What do we do?
All right. As you both sit there with your full tankards, I would like you both. Now what would this be? What would this be? Perhaps a dex
Really
check.
guess. Oh.
Yeah. See how quickly you can drink the drink. So
Straight dex.
straight dex check, please.
Jesus, I'm rolling good tonight.
All right. You both begin drinking. You both see them just taking this down as quickly as possible, and then all of a sudden you see Perriman just put his tankard down. Look inside; it's completely empty. Aki, you put yours down, and unfortunately, you've just lost a gold.
Oh, bad luck, old boy.
You still look stupid with 1 leg on your pants. But you can drink, so we have to respect that. 1 gold.
Did everyone drink?
Fair.
Did everyone drink?
A bit, but not everything.
Okay.
Bruce is sipping his tea. Noisily.
All right. Those who finished their drink, Aki, Paramin. What about you, Bryn? Did you? No. You both get +1 temporary hit points.
No. Oh shit. Alright.
Just 1 temporary hit point.
Yeah.
Good
Also,
enough.
I will stand up and say, I'll be back in just a minute. I'll freshen up for a second. And I search for a bathroom, a restroom.
Your escort takes you actually outside past and takes you towards there's a bathhouse right next door. And
Oh my.
please take your time. I'll be waiting here.
That's fucking creepy.
A bit.
Well, you could also join me.
Oh shit!
He looks at you and he says, "You are not my kind, but thank you."
Oh, honey, I'm everyone's kind. You just need to get to know me better. But there's time. And I place my finger on their nose and boop them. Boop. And I go in.
He kind of blinks.
Unbothered!
Just Mary Poppins away.
Yeah. Is there anything specific you wanted to do, or just freshen up?
Nah, just really freshen up. And maybe look around the place while I'm there. If there's anything interesting to see, how's the architecture look? Are there any symbols that I recognize or
You're a
people?
very boring character, aren't you?
What?
No. As you enter and you look around, it's a very, very nice bathhouse that you enter. It's also a steam house as well. A spacious room in the building containing heated pools and respite while engaging in casual conversations. As you step in, you see people in the pool kind of look towards you and then continue their conversation. There's also people. You see one of the doors open and you see steam coming out. As this kind of jolly old man kind of steps out. That was good. As he steps out of a hot sauna. And just beyond there, you see a massage parlor as well.
That is rather intriguing, but I don't know if I have the time. I think to myself, probably
It's
not yet.
It's unusual because you've come into this place which is a library, but there's all these kind of fancy, luscious things and people using it, and you have this kind of feeling that is this really a place where they keep what Gorin was saying, we keep books and stuff like that? So it seems more like a resort of some sort, you know?
Yeah, right. Well, but we're gonna trail off soon, so I'm tempted to make a massage appointment, but that's stupid.
Make a perception check.
All right. 16.
All right. As you are just about to turn around, your eye catches someone who's staring right at you. He is a human man, just in the pool, kind of just sitting there, kind of. No one's talking to him as well, but he's got this kind of pale skin. He's got slick black hair. He's probably wet, kind of pushed to the back, and he's just looking at you. He's not doing anything, but he seems. No one's approaching him. No one's kind of talking to him and stuff like that.
I look back. How does he look at me? Like flirtatiously, intently, or mustering me up and down? Can I ascertain anything?
He's just probably mustering you, but he's not looking up and down. He's just looking at you straight in the eye.
I approach him.
You turn around and go back towards him. But as you try to get close, someone steps in the way and goes, Sorry, where are you going?
Oh, I was just going to freshen myself up a bit. I am a new visitor going with Goran, under the custody of Goran, and he's accompanying me, but, I can freshen up myself alone. However, there's this gentleman that just caught my eye, and I feel like I should talk to him a little bit. Is that prohibited?
I'm sorry, you cannot disturb a great reader. He is having his time to himself. You will have to
Oh.
book an appointment.
The great reader, I see.
One of the great readers, yes.
Okay. Well, then I will respect your structures and return to my refreshment. Thank you for the heads up.
And kind of gestures towards you to go back the other way from where you came.
I do the usual refreshment stuff and then I go back.
All right. You step outside, and there your escort is still await. Are you refreshed now?
I am. It's interesting that you have a whole bathhouse here. I didn't expect it to be at Candlekeep, but it is a nice surprise.
It is very important for those seeking knowledge to be in the right state of mind.
Good mindset to have. I like it. Well, lead on.
Turns around, takes you back, and takes you back into the house arrest. And when you enter, Dorothy returns.
You're clean. What happened?
I washed myself. You should try it sometime.
I roll psychic damage.
I liked. I take 4.
You don't need to roll. You take 5 points of psychic damage.
Yeah. Wisdom save. I'd actually like to check something. I don't know if my background would allow me to do this, but I want to see if I'm being affected by some higher being in the sense that this is not what it seems to be, or maybe there's an influence on Candlekeep itself, like a wisdom check, religion check, something. Like, do I see something unusual about this place? Does it feel unusual?
I will
Other
say
than
roll.
all of the resort stuff in a fucking library.
Roll. I guess this will just fall under Arcana. So perhaps roll just an Arcana check and see what you get.
I'm not intelligent. And I...
Oh
Today
my
you
God.
Jesus!
Oh,
Today you are.
those
Tell me
mushrooms got him good to
everything,
go.
please.
Brain blast.
All right. Pretty good. You're using up all your good rolls now, huh? As you kind of sit there, drinking your tankard and stuff like that, you begin to wonder this thought: am I being influenced? Is there something higher power around here? It is not the sense of higher power that you feel, but you do feel that you're being watched. Something. It's not like a malevolent watching you or something like that, but it is something you feel like you're being a presence that is watching everyone, not just specifically you, but just the surrounding. You don't know if it's one singular person doing this, but you do get this feeling that you are probably never left alone in this place.
I grab my knife and I look around.
You see just normal residents, people drinking, laughing, and then quiet, and then you begin to see just conversation. The ogre kind of, when you look towards the ogre kind of glances kind of towards you guys and everywhere, and then puts a book down, picks up another book, and continues to read. But nothing of suspicious. You do.
Sufficient.
Please don't stab the ogre we just got here.
No, I won't. It's something else, but I think I'm just imagining shit right now.
Yes, please leave him alive. I'd like to have a
Gorin,
conversation.
Go ahead.
Goring will just try to kind of like focus to see if he can figure out which book is little one reading at the moment, just to inform the party. He wants to ask Dorothy if she's read the book, so he wants to kind of like focus on it and see if he can figure out what he's
Oh,
reading.
can I try as well?
Yeah, I guess both of you make perception checks.
Okay.
Let me see if I have anything here for him.
In the meantime, I look at Bryn and I say, "You're of divine kind, I guess. You believe in gods. We're kind of similar, but different. Who is your god? I'm actually curious."
I follow the god Tyr of justice. He's been a part of my life for a while now.
Interesting. Anyway, and I look away.
I'll just continue my drink.
Dorothy, as you look towards the book and also Corin, you clearly see in his hand he's currently reading a book called Storm King's Thunder, and you also see by the who is created by, and the person is Scryers Fink.
Ooh, I'll kind of like, as I see that Dorothy's looking to it, I will say, "Oh, Tom King's Thunder. That's a great adventures book. Have you read it, my dear Dorothy?"
I don't think that I have, but it does sound a little intriguing. Interesting that an ogre of such size does get lost in fictional texts as well.
Yes, it's about a giant storm king, storm giant king named Hecaton. I read it a long time ago. It's quite, like, maybe 3 or 4 years old. Great book. I recommend you if you are bored one day.
Good to know, good to know. Maybe I will.
However, I'll address everyone. How are you guys feeling? Are you starting to get ready? Are you ready to figure out what's happened to Matreus?
I twiddle my knife. I'm almost ready.
I suppose. Tea's finished.
Yeah, it is time.
All right. I'm sorry for this. I was hoping to have us a rest straight away as we get here, but it seems like weird things are occurring. Like always, this place is full of mysteries.
All right. As you all get up after this short rest and begin to see this curious place begin to unfold before you, you are taken to the study where Matreus was last seen. And as you approach there, you see a small private study room, which was assigned to Matreus, and in there you begin to see a handful of books sort of around, scattered pages, ink which is kind of getting dry, and there's a couple of bookshelves around. But apart from that, nothing else for now.
Where about is his study? Is it in the House of Rest or is it further into the keep?
It is further into the keep itself, not beyond the green door that you saw, but into another building on the opposite side where there are study areas and stuff like that. So you are taken up there and into this place.
Okie doke.
I think we should go and get it done with.
Okay. Could I roll perception checks to get a general overview of the room?
Okay, roll a perception check.
Can I do the same as well as send a divine sense off see if I detect any evil other than Perry?
Okay, yeah. As you do that, you sense no other being apart from you guys here. And what did you get for your perception check?
13. I'm just looking for anything that stands out.
30. And Bryn, also, obviously, you're going to make one as well. All right.
Yep, got a 4.
Bryn, well, I'll come to you actually. Bruce, you don't see much. You just see books around. You start lifting some of the books up and stuff like that. You drop one of the books on the floor.
Oh dear.
And in there you begin to see there's a book, and it says "The Joy of Extradimensional Spaces," which is the one that you dropped.
I open it.
All right. As you begin to,
I want to stop him.
oh, you're gonna stop him?
Yeah, I want to stop him. Before, as I'm slamming my hand on the book, trying to close it, or like throw it out of his hand, I say, "Don't do it. There is something here, and I don't think we should open any of the books."
Well, it's a book. The only danger is that you might slam it on my fingers. I'd rather you did not.
There is some very, very big being looking at all of us, and I don't think we should read anything. And once we read a book, I think something really, really, really bad is gonna happen.
How would you know?
I hear what you're saying, and
Just,
I'm going to look at this book
feeling.
anyway.
Okay.
Are you sure, Perry? I haven't really sensed anything.
I just look at this place, and look at the people here. What do they do? And how does this place look like?
As you were escorted to the little study room, the people that you saw on the way, they just look like, some of them look like students that were studying in school. Some very young. Some of them look like travelers. That are, some even look as gritty as you, but they seem to be having books in their hand. Everyone that you see around are either reading a book or having a conversation like that. There's no malicious intent from anyone, no one looking suspicious or anything like that.
I'm thinking more, are they looking enthralled? Like, do I see them look enthralled in the book? Like they're in the book more than just reading it?
Like a trance and stuff?
Yes.
No. You just seem to read it. Some people look up to you, kind of nod as you go. You see Gorin, and they nod towards Gorin and kind of just continue reading and walking as well. But no one seems to be super enthralled with things. But you do see you also see people reading. It's not just study books. People are reading books that are the biographies. You see some adventure books around. You begin to see some even studs, like books about religion and exercises and stuff. It's just all gathered. Everyone's just here because they know that this place is a source of information, and that's what you begin to kind of get the inkling from. But apart from that, you don't feel the presence of anything that is trying to control, in that sense. Go ahead.
And I grab him by the shoulder and say, "Darling, I think you're reading too much into it. Pardon the pun. Go ahead, Bruce."
Gonna stab you.
What?
before I open the book, could I do a quick history check to see if the name Candlekeep means anything to me? Do I know anything about it? Because I know I said earlier I'd never seen such fortifications, but have I heard of this place and what it's all about? So
I think we made this roll in session 0 actually, when you were deciding if you had known what Candlekeep. And I think only Dorothy had the inkling about it. So The word Candlekeep is the information that has been given to you now is what you know.
Fair enough. Okay, I'll have a look at this book and just check that private message I sent you.
All right, Bryn, with that failure, this room feels claustrophobic and begins to you take a step back and you clink into a book which kind of drops onto the floor and the pages and you just this kind of feeling of fear just grasps you, and it's probably the thought of you having that dream that you had earlier a few weeks ago that kind of just captures you, because there's so many books around as well. Did you say you sent a message? Yes, you did.
Yeah. Actually, Perry, now that you say it, I am getting some weird vibes off this place.
I know, right? There's books everywhere.
I don't think it's the books, but maybe there's something.
It's the books. I'm telling you.
I turn to Goran and I say, is there some sort of investigational force that would take on this matter, or are we the newly proclaimed investigation force? Goran?
Oh, sorry.
Darling, I know there's so many books, it's really distracting,
Yes,
but I am here, right here in front of you.
I'm mesmerized. What did you ask again, dear? Getting old.
It's all right.
My apologies.
I asked if there's some sort of investigational force that was to take on this matter, or if we are the newly proclaimed investigation force.
Yes, unfortunately, I think we are the to investigate. Well, you are. Shall I be more specific? I'm sorry. I mean, I'm an old man. I'm not half the youth and the strength that you heroes have.
Mm.
I'm not what I used to be. So, if it's okay with you, I might not join you in this endeavor, but I will stay here and keep an eye. I'm sure everything will be okay. What did you see on that book?
As you
Young man.
say that, Gorin, you hear footsteps coming down the corridor as the escort that was with you says, Master Gorin, the first reader seeks you. He would like to know your encounter with the Durga. Please follow me.
Okay. He looks back towards you guys. I will be back in a little bit. Don't go nowhere. I shall not be long.
All right.
I'll see you shortly. We cannot keep him waiting. Sorry.
We'll continue
Alright.
looking around here and meet you back at the rest house.
Yes.
That sounds good.
Yes. Just see what you can find here, and I will come to meet you there. Yes. Or perhaps to stay here best if it's okay.
Oh,
I'll come
okay.
to collect you. They don't like troubles, just walking around. Sometimes it can be a bit too many rules here. All right. See you soon. And you will halfling start walking.
All right.
Waddles off.
Ermin's like,
He's
oh
get-
no, I walk like that.
Aki's getting bored and starts moving into the middle of the room, making slightly too much noise with his stick in a rhythmic way on the ground.
Yeah.
Just trying to entertain himself a little bit.
I'm actually going over to Aki and ask him, is there some sort of familiarity for you in this place, or are you not the academic type of magical person?
Oh, I have known many who study such things. They have never been my biggest fans. I tended to make up names for the things I was doing. Sometimes I didn't know I was doing them until I once set fire to my grandmother's covered wagon without meaning to. So I tend to not mention what I can do around the bookish types. They're a little stiff.
Yeah, I would assume so.
He keeps knocking his stick on the ground, trying to get the echo to come back to him at the same speed from every wall, looking for the middle.
Well, if you should stumble upon anything that catches your eye, maybe you have more knowledge of the arcane than we do, I would assume, then please let us know. But other than that, go ahead and do your technique, let's say. And I start looking and flipping books as well, and also actually looking specifically for any lead on where Matreus might be. Is there some sort of parchment on the table, like maybe a text that, or a letter he was wanting to write, or I don't know, blood trails? Hopefully not, but some yeah.
You don't
Some
see
of these-
any. You definitely don't see any blood trails or anything like that. But you do see. Sorry, I'm just trying to fix this stream. It was just bugged out, but now it's sorted. First things first, Bruce. As you begin to open the book, I need you to give me, let's say, a wisdom saving throw.
I fucking knew it.
Yeah, good.
Oh dear.
All right. As you open the book, you open the first page. The letters in front of you begin to shift and move around. You can't make heads or tails of what it is saying. It's just hard for you to grasp. Is it in what language is it in? Is it in? It's just really confused. You recognize some of the letters, but they jumble around and they jump from places to places, and just you can't make heads or tails of it.
If anyone's looking, Bruce turns a slightly darker shade of green. He nudges Aki away from his conversation with Dorothy and says, Aki,
Yeah. What?
could you
Oh, yeah, the book thing. Sure. So, I guess Aki takes the book from Bruce and tries to find the right way up to it, to the text, and tries to read it.
Yeah, when you look at it, you read the text. It just says the same book that was there. Sorry, let me just get the name for you. The Joy of Extradimensional Spaces. And when you flick through the pages as well, you begin to read the text. It's all in common.
He looks at you expecting this, like, so what's it about exactly?
Oh, you want me to read aloud?
Just.
It's I can't play my instrument. I can't sing it. It's kind of boring.
Bully. Oh well.
Nothing to worry about.
Okay, I'll just put it back in its shelf.
As Aki's holding the book there, Dorothy, you said you're gonna have a look around and stuff. And as you walk past the book, make an investigation check, please.
Mm-hmm. By the way, do I notice that exchange?
I don't know, how subtle were you guys?
Bruce is trying to.
Not at all.
So
No, Aki wasn't at all.
Weren't you right next to them too?
Yeah,
like
I was
really
just
next
talking to Aki.
Yeah, I was trying to subtly get Aki away from you to quietly say, "Could you have a look at this?" And
Yeah, but no fucks given. So I think I noticed it.
yeah,
That's all right.
As you
22.
kind of him flicking through the pages as they're having this discussion, you begin to see you see a word that has been repeated multiple times within this book, and it says scepter.
Something about a scepter.
That's a long stick, isn't it?
My stick got very badly injured in our last encounter. I could do with a new stick.
wait, did it?
Do you say that out loud, Dorothy? Sorry.
Mm-hmm. And I would ask into the room, does anyone know something about, and I want to keep reading about it as well, about a scepter? Does it say what kind of scepter?
Well, as you say the word scepter, immediately the pages around the room begin to flutter. Burin, you begin to panic again. He's thinking, what is going on? But across the other side of this wall, you begin to see a rift open up. And a
I'm
portal
gonna pull out my
I
sword.
take out my battle axe.
Good call.
And
What the
there's a
hell is
portal opens up. Nothing comes out of it, but as you kind of look inside, you see kind of a corridor, like a home of some sort.
I throw an unlit torch into it.
You throw the torch, it goes
Yeah,
in.
it's unlit.
Yeah, just tink, 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 tink. Just rattles against this kind of marble floor.
I walk in.
Is that wise?
Well, maybe we should, but he's probably already gone.
Yeah, I'm in already.
He's
I
already
just walked in.
Could we?
But I'm not like far in. I'm like on the edge, just so I can quickly retreat, I guess.
All right. It's just a slight corridor that takes you to. Let me just quickly sort a few things out for you guys. Just bear with me 1 second.
While you do that,
Pictures?
Probably clarify who's holding this book, The Joy of Extradimensional Spaces, just now. I know I initially said I was taking it back for Maki to put back on a shelf, but then
If Aki was holding it, he would just drop it.
make a sound.
Alright, well, if it's on the floor, Bruce will picks it up again. He's like, what the heck? What bloody hell is this? So I'll hold on to it just now.
Oh well, I think it was me. The word, and now I'm.
Don't say it, please. Pyramid
you're
says
not
from
in-
within the rift.
Can I hear you? That's a good question too.
Bruce,
Yeah, can I hear them?
Can you hear him?
Yeah, can I hear them from the other side of the rift? That's
Yeah.
actually a really good question.
Yes, you can, sir. Just
I can.
Okay.
So I try to stop you the moment you say it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I
Dorothy.
wasn't. I'm not gonna say it because, well, obviously now I know that this causes something in this place. So I guess Perriman was right after all. We should be very cautious with things in here. In any case, that is a lead. Should we wait for Goran to return though, or maybe just leave a note and walk in?
You begin to see that the portal itself begins to slowly close.
Well, I guess we have an answer.
And I
Perriman,
walk
I'll
out.
join you. Oh,
Alright. You all
so we just switch places now? You walk out, I walk in.
I guess. I just walk out.
when you
I-
just to let you know, when you stepped in, it was like a pristine marble floor. The corridor itself had this kind of nice kind of mahogany wood on the side. You couldn't. There was nothing moving or anything like that. It doesn't seem ominous or anything like that. It's actually quite nice in there.
I mean, maybe we can activate it again by saying the word again, so maybe there is no rush after all.
Scepter.
Oh god.
Nothing happens.
Oh god, that's even more scary.
Does the portal still get, like, smaller?
Yeah, it begins to continue to shrink.
Dorothy, my lady, would you say it again, please?
Scepter, I say from the other side of the portal.
Still continues to shrink. It's not rapidly shrinking. It's just slowly. You can tell that
Walk
it's
in.
closing. You walk in
Is
as
it
well?
safe? Is it safe to assume that the solution to our problem is through this portal? Everyone?
No!
I don't know. I don't care. It looks fun. I'm following Dorothy. Let's go.
There's
Aki, darling,
That's
write
safe.
a note.
write a note.
Write a note to
Right.
Goran. Say we are in the Scepter portal and leave it for Goran, please.
Okay, Aki does not think he has time to write that length of a note, so he pulls out whatever painting supplies he could find, paints directly on it, whatever desk he finds. In portal, arrow.
Did you write Scepter too?
I guess
okay.
you're all walking in.
Scepter probably spelt wrong.
I will bring this god's forsaken tome along at it, and Bruce will walk through as well.
All right. Who's
Well,
that?
I chase Bruce.
Okay.
I call out the Bryn.
Yep. I'm walking through, I guess.
Alright.
All right. As you all step through to the other side of this, just give me 1 moment. Let me just put the marching order as well, because it was Dorothy
Roll
first.
initiative. I'm just waiting for it now. It's like the whole room is about to kill us.
What's the light situation like?
It's very lit. It's kind
okay.
of funny. You can see up to the end of the corridor. But
Right, okay.
let me just.
There is no light sources.
There are actually small magical globules that are kind of just floating around.
Okay.
but just giving you kind of sight around the room, around this corridor. Sorry. Who wants after that? It was Bruce, right? And then Aki.
Yeah, we're the yeah, we're in.
Yeah. And
And then
Did the
Bryn came on the rear.
book have a title, by the way? That I
Yeah. The book was called. 1 second.
Still got up here. The Joy of Extradimensional Spaces.
That's the one.
I've
Oh,
just
I thought it was yours that you take with you and that you couldn't really read. And the one I found with a scepter was a different one.
No, same one.
Oh, I thought it was a book.
Same book.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
it's the same book everywhere.
Oh my god. A whole library with only one book.
Bruce was able to read the title,
Yeah.
just so everyone's aware. I've put it in my inventory, so I'll put that in the window you sent to me, Mo.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Name of book in actual Bruce inventory. Weird book I can't read.
With an angry dude on it.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, 1 second. Almost done. Oh. Yeah.
Okay, so I'd actually would like to step ahead of Dorothy, like keep
Yeah.
her behind me.
Please.
But I would be first, since I'm the dude with the giant axe.
Of course, of course. Just give me 1 second. While I
Actually, for everyone's reference, the axe is a foot longer than I am. I'm dragging it behind me, like propped up on my shoulder.
what
Nice.
am I doing? Yes. Okay. Here we go.
It's better.
Pop. There you go. You should see a dark screen, and then you will also see yourself. Let me ping you. Ping you guys to where you guys are.
I would actually let everyone step ahead if it's okay.
All right. Hold on to horses before you guys kind of step forward
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff. Oop, I've just taken someone back. Boop. All right. All right. Let me explain this to you all. That's perfect. That's good. I've just changed that on the screen.
So this is all mahogany wood and like a marble floor.
I'll describe it to you.
I would like to say to everybody, I believe this was a terrible idea, and we probably should have stayed at the other side of that portal. Yes, that's all.
Yeah. So the ceiling arches to about 15 feet over your overhead, and a long hallway stretches out on either side of this foyer, or you're on one side. Standing in the middle, you can see that there is someone there, kind of just hasn't seen you guys yet, but he's just talking to himself right there, or looking at something. Make a perception. Those people, probably Dorothy and Perriman, make perception checks for me, please.
Oh, I said I would have liked to let everyone go before me.
Ah, shit.
So I'm probably all the way in the back now, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. So who would have been the second? Bruce? Bruce, make this check, please.
Sure thing. Oh,
Use that monocle, dude. You got this.
I will. Here,
You
or
can see the future.
One second. Oh, where's perception? Here we are. No bollocks.
Oh, Jesus. We suck.
I think my monocle is fogged up again.
I blew all my good rolls.
Well, it was more than enough. You do see that the person is wearing similar clothes to a lot of the Candlekeep avodes, or something like Gorin was wearing, and other people that are actually part of Candlekeep. He's wearing very similar clothes. But he hasn't yet still spotted you guys.
Perriman.
Yeah.
I think he's one of the what do you call them? The people who live here.
Do I stab him?
We could try talking first, and then if he becomes aggressive, then you can continue.
I know. I call out, actually. I call out, hey, you there.
You hear like almost like a scream. Oh my God! Who is there?
Well, just us. We were part of an investigational force by Gorin, and upon our investigation, we discovered a book that led us here.
You must. Thank you so much. How did you get to manage to open the portal? It's like I've been here for like a couple of hours now, and I've been trying all these different words, but the portal will not open.
I just read the word scepter over and over again, and apparently it worked.
Oh. You'll see that he looks back towards where the portal was. Oh, that's good. It's open. Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you so much.
Wait, you're gonna leave?
About that.
I mean, we are. I am sorry. I'm sorry. Ever so rude. My name is Matreus. I'm a sage from Candlekeep, and I was checking. The discoveries. There is this amazing wizard called Fistandia, and she owns this book. I assume the book you were mentioned, the Extradimensional Spaces. Yeah.
That is
Okay.
the one.
At this point, yeah. Bruce?
Bruce just says, "Oh, you mean this one?" And he pulls out the book.
Oh, yes, that's the one with my friend Mordenkainen there. You know him. And he points out to the book cover that is called like a kind of like a bald person with a goatee and a thin mustache on it, kind of embossed on the book itself. Mordenkainen, yes, you do know him, right? And he looks at.
I look at the person. We're gonna ask for your name later. We're gonna explain everything later. The portal is closing, and you have to leave.
Oh, all right, okay. I mean, we can open it again. It's no problem. All right, but I need to ask you for a favor before I go anywhere.
Yes.
This mansion is full of wonders. Look at this. And he points out to this statue that he's got in his hand, like a black statue with some kind of figurine. It's a very magical figurine. There is many more magical wonders in this extra-dimensional space. You see, it's a magical mansion here. Will you be okay to explore it around? And Candlekeep will be very grateful for you for anything you might ever find.
Where are we, sir? Matreus, yes? Are you the missing wizard?
Yes, well, I'm not missing. It's only been a couple of hours, that's all.
Oh, well, they seem to think you're missing. But where are we?
It's been for a while.
Where are we?
We are in Fistandian's mansion. She's the... Sorry, there's 1 second. I need to cough.
I slap him on the back. There you go.
Is that? Thank you. It's, my voice is so strong sometimes. It makes me. I smoke too much pipe. And yes, I was saying, Fistandia is she's a amazing wizard, and she owns this mansion. We are actually in a. Like more than Kanan. I'm sure you've. Is any of you like? He seems like frustrated. Is any of you with any arcane knowledge? He looks towards Aki. You seem like you are in touch with arcane forces. Are you?
Oh, it is much more like they are in touch with me, but I had them some very limited tutelage. Well, lecturage. He was very boring.
Well, we do use this extra-dimensional space, so it's kind of like a summon house, pretty much, or a mansion. In this case, we use Mordenkainen's magnificent mansion, very well-known spell for any spellcaster, and we use it for extra space. And this study room, in particular, is where Festandia was always staying, and she has gone missing. That's why I'm here as well, and hoping to find her. But I had a little look around her mansion, but I could not find anything regarding her whereabouts. But if you could help me and perhaps investigate a little and do further that I could have done, It's only been a couple of hours, but I have some appointments to attend to. I mean, it's midweek now, and I'm running behind with all my studies and things.
I'd like to ask, were we told how long was this wizard missing? Like,
Yes.
when did he?
Well, it was said that he's been missing for a few days now. So, not entirely sure how long, but it definitely days.
I look at the wizard and I say, "You've been missing for more than a couple of hours. There's something going on here. Do you know how to open a portal? If yes, tell us and leave, because people are looking for
I
you."
mean, what I can do, I can wait for you outside and keep the portal open. I can keep it open for an hour or two. So perhaps I will stay there, and if you can explore, that explains. I am quite exhausted, and I couldn't really figure out why.
So
Is that-
Gorin's gonna come back. You tell Gorin what you told us, and you just open the portal when you can, and we'll see what we can do.
That will be sensational. You are not about or anything. I mean, he kind of like touches his kind of goatee, takes a pipe out, lifts it up, and blow this kind of like blue smoke almost into your face. Yes, sorry for that. So you are adventurers or some sorts, are you?
Yes.
You can say that.
That's
one second.
wonderful.
1 second, good sir. Everybody, could you come over here, please? I think we need to just quick discussion.
Okay.
As Bruce,
Okay,
you begin
no
to.
problem. And he will kind of like go in front of you, actually. Like he's just passed all the way too close to where the gate is.
So, listen, I think if we do help this chap out, it puts us in good stead with the rest of Candlekeep, potentially more of our reward.
We're already being paid to be bodyguards, and now we're looking for this man. He says he's looking for Vristandia, but he does seem to be stealing from our house.
Is he?
Is he?
Look at this wonderful figurine that definitely belongs to Vristandia. I know this because this is where she always is and keeps her stuff. Do we
Maybe.
trust?
Oh.
Do we trust him? He does not seem to be telling us everything that's going on.
Okay, in light of Aki's accusation, I want to walk up to the wizard, slam him against the wall, and intimidate him to tell me the truth. Why was he in here?
Alright.
So extreme.
Atreus, you get
Effective.
slammed against the wall. Pyramid, make an intimidation check.
So we come
Ooh.
back from the huddle, and then he just, without saying anything,
Alright. You feel this strength from this halfling, and as he pushes you against the wall, he seems pretty strong and he seems pretty intimidating.
Why are you here? Who are you looking for? Are you lying to us?
You're assuming too much. I don't even know you. How dare you calling me liar? You are just guests in Candlekeep. You don't even belong here. How dare you?
I take out my knife.
Fixes his rope.
Sir, I advise
I'm
you to...
not lying. I'm not stealing anything. I can hear you.
Inside.
This statue, I'm not taking it. I'm not stealing it from her. We don't even know where she is. How can you... She lives here. I mean, her mansion is always here.
Make an insight check.
Oh.
Whoever wanted to.
I'll make
I'll do it.
Tell me everything, please.
It's pretty good.
Jesus.
I think he's telling the truth. I believe every word that he says.
Who else? Who hasn't done a?
Oh, you rolled a 2. What?
Bryn?
No.
I'll. Yeah, why not? It'll be a bad roll, but why not?
Oh, he's doubting himself in his roles. Don't do that.
Believe in your deity.
I know, it's a
Don't
bad
don't
roll.
don't
Oh,
sweat
the
it.
foresight.
Yes, I could use the inspiration, but I'll save it.
All right. So, Bryn, Bruce, actually, pretty much Bryn and Bruce, you two. He seems to be telling the truth. But then, Perimin and the rest of you, even though you're intimidating him and stuff like that, um, he's being genuine. I don't think he has any intent of stealing anything, and what he's told you that he's he was looking around. He's just investigating. The person he's mentioning is also another sage, and they're within Candlekeep himself. So really, he's not really stealing anything. He's still within the place that you guys are in. Even though you did intimidate him and scare him a little,
Mhm.
he doesn't seem to even though he kind of shouted or said something back to you, he doesn't seem too afraid of what you were saying as well. He doesn't feel too like scared. He doesn't seem too threatened by you. And
Oh shit.
yeah, it's not like his thing, but he knows who he
Mhm.
is. He knows where he is and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And if he was someone who was stealing and being secretive, then you would be able to tell. But he's not.
Okay. I put away my dagger. I look at him and I say, "Well, I have everything I need. I apologize. It was just to make sure you're telling the truth." And I walk back to where I found him.
That's good. I like you. You're a spirit away. That's a good thing.
I try my best.
No worries. Apologies accepted. Is this place can be a little overwhelming for new people. It's a lot of magic and different uses of it that you probably haven't seen before. So I don't blame you. Will you then do that for us and investigate this place and see if you can find Fistandia perhaps and explore to see what you actually find in this place? I will keep the portal open for you
Well, if you
for a
put in
couple of hours.
if you put in a good word for us with your colleagues, that would be much obliged. They weren't so keen on us coming in.
Of course, yes, I will definitely do that. That's no problem.
Oh, by the way,
It's the
maybe
least
this
I
is
can
yours.
do.
He passes you
Oh,
the joys of extra dimensional spaces.
oh, thank you. Oh, yes. Well, it's not really mine as such. It's Fistandia's. That's what I was investigating before I got inside this mansion, but then I couldn't come out. I kept trying different words, but the gate will not open from inside. It can be a bit tricky sometimes.
Better in your hands than mine.
Atreus, when you turn
Thank you.
around and look around, the gate is getting smaller and smaller.
All right, I'll see you shortly. And Matreus will start kind of like, good luck, and don't break anything or set the place on fire or stop anyone.
Promise. No.
He can,
Promise no things.
he kind of, oh, all right. I guess that's what I get. And he kind of like starts walking. See you soon. And he kind of like goes through the portal.
I just imagine
I'll
this
be
old
here
dude doing
waiting.
like Indiana Jones, jump.
As you see him go through the portal, you see him kind of turn around and he sets the little whatever black idol that he had in hand, puts it on the table behind him, and begins his incantation. And you see the doorway begin to open up as well, and you see him kind of holding this, and you can still see him and hear him from there.
Ah, good show.
I actually would like to turn to him and say, just a last question. We already
Yes.
established that the time is a little bit weird between these dimensions. So if you say that you will hold this portal up for a couple of hours, and in here it feels like a couple of hours for us, but at Candlekeep it has been days apparently, then how long can we expect the portal to actually be open? If we are in here for a couple of hours, what you also thought were just a couple of hours, and in fact were days outside, then how can we be sure to return?
if the DM is okay with this, can I improv something here? Is that okay, DM?
Go ahead.
I will, as I start to answer, I'm holding my hands like that. You will see the portal just closes.
Oh,
I
bollocks.
fucking knew it.
And
But
that,
you see, I was
That's
trying
nothing
to
to worry
hold
about.
it. Yeah.
So it's closed. and-
what happens is, as it closes, you do hear him shriek, like in pain, and then.
Oh,
And as
that's
you
not-
all stand here in this corridor, and him explaining to you all that he was stuck in here because he did not know how to or know the word, we will go and take a break.
I just killed the whole party. Oh,
I
Lord.
believe he just shrieks in pain. I don't think that was entirely his doing. Yes, Polly, I'm in it to lose.
Yeah.
Scepter! Scepter! Scepter!
All right. So for those that are watching, we will be back in, let's say, 15 minutes. And so don't go anywhere. And we'll see you guys soon and see what they find in this mansion. See you in a bit.
Yay.
Nice one.
See you in a bit.
Hello, and welcome back to Rollers of Fate as we continue on. Our party have found themselves stuck in a mansion as the portal that the was meant to be left kept open by the person that they found in the mansion just closed as they hear him shriek, and then now they're left alone in this hallway. Before we all start, I would like you all to roll for initiative, please.
Oh.
Hang on, I'm already being attacked.
Okay.
By a furry creature.
Wait, cats are fucking. No, they're not OP anymore. They nerfed them.
All right.
Oh,
Natural
the
20.
Skybot hates me.
Let me just see what
Why is it shit now? Why are you shit now?
Damn, Aki. Aki, be fast.
I'm just
God
going to
damn it.
remove everyone's turn order first. There. Then let me just add you guys back in. 1 second. Boop.
I'll just scream into the void. Atreus?
And then let me just put everyone's initiative order. So Bryn got 13.
Small beigey coloured cat walks out and immediately
Aki.
starts nuzzling into
20.
Bruce.
Pretty good. Permin got 6.
I blew my good rolls.
7. Don't worry, you'll be fine. And Dorothy with a lovely. Sorry, Dorothy got 7. Someone else.
Yeah, I got 11.
You
Don't
got
gimp me.
11. Let me put it in descending order. Alright, so what will happen, just in this case, it will be kind of like a dynamic initiative. So if it's your turn, you can use your full movement to go wherever you want. So that's 30 feet or wherever it is. You can use an action then after to continue on moving. And then if there's anything you want to do with your bonus action, so on and so forth as well. But it will go in order so that if you just don't rush through the map very, very quickly and stuff like that. So let's start with Aki first. If you want to use investigation stuff, you'll use an action to do that if you walk into a room or whatever, wherever you intend to go. But yes, all right. Let's just hope everything is working fine and dandy. Yep. Let me just put this initiative order up there. Sorry. Let me put the initiative order somewhere up there. I don't know how that's gonna look on the stream, but you know what?
How well lit was the room again?
It's this whole corridor you can see from one end to the other. Is it? Can you guys see what the whole corridor lit up?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Cool.
What I assumed to be the whole corridor.
Yeah. You can see
If
If it
from
was
one end
dark,
yeah.
I wouldn't know.
I will
If
say,
everyone-
I
sorry.
will say towards the end of the corridor, the door is actually ajar a little bit. The one right on the opposite side. So first up, Aki, you're up.
After seeing, or rather, after hearing the story of the treasures that are held here, I think Aki would like to try and investigate about off to the right, just around that corner where we discovered our hiding friend.
All right.
So if Aki would like to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just peek around that corner.
All right. You immediately come in front of a door, a double door, which seems to be closed. There are actually little small windows as well on this door.
Okay. Am I able to peek through and see what's on the other side? Is it lit?
Yeah. So as you look through it, you realize it doesn't lead to another room, but it leads to, let's say, nowhere, because out there you can only see a miasma, like a fuzzy cloud, like a green cloud that's actually just floating in front of you, and you try to look past and beyond it, but you don't see anything. As you look down just to see if there's any foot or any path that in, you don't see anything path, and you get the sense that through this window that you look through, there is there may not be an outside.
This door seems to be a door to nowhere. So, in the extra-dimensional space thing, not through there, guys. Don't know if that means we don't go or not. Does anybody know anything about this? I've never been somewhere like this before.
We don't have the book anymore, right?
No,
I think that was surrendered.
I gave it to the owner.
Hmm. Well,
rather foolish.
Rest in peace.
Rather foolish in I'd rather believe that was rather foolish in hindsight.
I mean, who could have thought?
I would have thought he would do a better job holding the door open than that. He said 1 hour. I know there's a time difference, but that was not an hour anywhere.
But
surely.
what if, because of the time difference, when we opened the portal using the book, it stabilized the time difference the moment the book went out, the statue went out, he went out. The portal was about to close. Maybe the dilation just said fuck off and zapped the shit out of him, and now he's unconscious and we're in here stuck.
He did screech in pain. I
Yeah.
believe he was injured.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure something happened to him.
I asked when we came into this place if it's easy to leave. I don't like being stuck places.
There's a lot of treasure.
I know I look like I probably love shiny things, but I like my shiny things. I don't like being stuck somewhere with shiny things. Stuck is stuck.
We'll figure it out.
Do I have a little bit of movement left? Can I sneak around just enough maybe to there to see something around that corner? I think that's my whole 30 feet.
Yeah, you still have an action and stuff like that. You can use it to dash and go other places.
In which case I will use it to dash just to get a better investigation into this corner.
Yeah, as you see, these are stairs leading up.
We have stairs up, door to nowhere, a jar door at the other end.
Yeah.
I think we're choosing our enemy, guys. But I think that's. Oh, sorry, on you go.
I was going to say, as you were walking past, there were multiple doors to your left as well. That looked like they could be enter as well. Also, my man here. Let's just make him disappear.
Yeah, I was about to say. Just looking at him.
Yeah, just to be clear, down this corridor, there's multiple doors. There's like 3 doors that you went past, Aki. The door that you just kind of looked through. There's a door in the corridor at the end, which is ajar. Going up the stairs, just before you went up the stairs, there's a couple of doors as well, over there as well.
Did those doors have glass or windows in them as well?
No, they're all wooden ones.
I walked all the way through the corridor, so those are the doors, right? I'm thinking correct. Like those little box thingies.
The little boxy things are doors.
I think you're in front of one as well.
Yeah.
Matthew.
Yeah.
Okay. Then if I guess I've used my dash and my movement at this point.
You only did. You still got 20 feet.
Still got 20 feet, so I can come back for 5. And this is a door right here?
Yeah.
So this has got no glass in it, can I try to open it?
Yeah, you just, then, let me double check. Yeah, as you open it, it opens, and you see 2 very unusual creatures in there. Currently, probably standing both on a couple of stools, looking into a cauldron, and one says to the other, "Coriander, I think this needs salt, not sugar."
With sugar? What are you talking about?
No, needs more salt.
Let me try.
Does everybody hear this exchange?
Yeah. Oh, and he turns around and he goes, "Oh, we have guests. Oh, hello, I'm Cumin."
Yes.
Hello? we've been.
Coriander.
No, Aki. My name is Aki.
Nice to meet you, Aki.
Hello. Do you need something to drink? Not stop. You're eating all the coriander.
Oh no. We're cooking.
Okay. We're here looking for the owner, or we're looking for Vristania.
What? Stand here.
Have you?
No.
Have you? Are you cooking for her?
Are you hungry?
I'm always hungry.
Oh, great. You mean let's get more food here.
That's a
Fill
great
up that
idea.
pot.
Aki would push the door open, going, "Guys, I found the kitchen. Finally. Who wants something with coriander? What are you baking?
Soup.
Soup.
Which I think needs a little bit more salt, not sugar.
Great with the sugar. Do you prefer sweet or salty?
Ah.
Okay. Does anybody else want the weirdest soup ever, or is it just me?
I'll take it.
Sweet and sour soup.
2 bowls of soup.
How many of you are there?
He kind of like goes and crawls, looking.
You mentioned Fistandia. She's my master.
Yeah, she created you.
Yeah, and who created you? Freyot created you.
Yeah, Fayette created me. The masters. Yeah, they are the masters. They're not here. They went alone. They're gone, right?
A long time ago. Long time ago.
Yeah, long time.
Could you send a message with
God.
the actual names of the people they follow with Stanya? And I can't make them out very well.
Yep.
Okay.
She's gonna just drop it.
I'll do that
Yeah.
more. Yeah, I'll do it.
So if they've been gone for so long, who are you cooking for?
Oh, a little for ourselves. Cats.
Cats?
Yeah, we cook for the cats. Who else?
What? We've seen no cats? You know what? I'm not getting into it. That was 2 bowls of soup and the location of Ristandia, please.
And yeah, she's gone long time ago. The masters are gone. They're not here anymore.
Just gone or gone somewhere? People are looking for her. She's been gone a long time.
I mean, have you checked the planetarium?
No. What direction's the planetarium?
Upstairs.
Yeah, upstairs.
Upstairs. The stairs just next to this room? Can I take my soup with me? Is that okay?
Of course.
Yeah,
Wait. And you can see him. He begins to kind of flap his wings, come with some salt, and starts putting salt into your soup.
Sugar!
So then you see the other one comes quickly.
More sugar!
Do you
Very
need
excited.
Do you
Try
need
this.
anything
The
else? We can help.
dragons.
We can cook. We can clean. We can mend clothes.
Yeah. Do you like Human, he's a dragon. We should give him the fairy dragon soup. Oh my god.
Oh,
Wait
no.
1 second. Give me that bowl. No.
Not the fairy dragon soup. Oh, don't go in the arboretum. There's some fairy dragons in there, very mischievous.
Oh, shit.
Very nice. Ooh.
Yes. But unless you give them soup.
Unless you give them soup. That's good, I'm taking soup.
They're harmless, but stay out of their way.
You see that Coriander starts laughing as he says that and look at Cumin and winks. Unless you give him soup, yeah.
Okay. Perriman, come get your soup. They don't seem so bad.
I'll
And they
come
mention-
after everyone else moves.
Okay. Soup for everyone, yes, we're gonna cook for so many people, cumin. That's great.
You can you all move up to the kitchen. You can all move up there if you want to. Move your icons there, and whoever wants to actually can make intelligent arcana check. Sorry,
I'll take.
as you look at
yes,
these
I will.
creatures.
I'll do that. Why not?
It's not bad.
Arcana.
I mean,
That is.
I can't.
They're fucking kobolds.
Of course, this is what I get a 20 at.
Oh my god.
Damn
Of
it.
course.
Oh lord.
Wow.
We don't know what those
I
are. Pyramids.
These are small lizards.
Oh,
shit,
sweet.
Brad.
Perimin and Bryn. Okay, Perimin. I will say, through your travels, you may have come across some sort of maybe discussions within your I will say clan about sorcerers or wizards conjuring pets for themselves, or like creatures that would do their biddings and stuff like that. Bryn, you looking at these creatures, you've probably seen a picture of them somewhere in your studies, or someone has spoken to you in the past about it as well. In the same knowledge that these beings themselves, there are known as homunculi, and basically created by the master for them to serve. And they know that if the homunculi if the master dies, the homunculi dies as well. So that's
Good news.
I put the picture in the stream.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you guys can see it.
Alright.
Yeah, that's how they look
I
like.
didn't expect this.
Ooh. Cute.
That rolled 20 though. Jesus Christ.
I feel like these creatures are distressing me.
Is there anything else you
See-
needed?
Are there any blink dogs in here? I heard something about fairy dragons.
Blink dogs?
Blink dogs.
No.
No blink
Coriander,
dogs.
is there any blink
There's-
dogs?
No blink dogs here. You have blink dogs. They're good for soup. Any blink dogs?
No, blink dog is a good pet. You pet them and they blink. I want one. I'm looking for one.
Shame. Okay, if you find any blink dog, bring it here. Yeah.
You see one of them, cumin, begins to just stack up soup into bowls and just starts passing it around. And every time he does, he puts a bit of salt in it, passes it around.
Yeah, I top it up with sugar as well. I see that's like looking at him all the time. Sure.
Can I investigate the bowl of soup?
Yeah? you can investigate.
Yeah.
Actually,
With
you've
this
already
bottle.
eaten it, right?
I want to see. if
Yeah,
it's
I'm definitely
edible.
smelling it, but I'm passing it down the line, and not going to be the only one.
The soup is kind of sus.
What is in this soup? I want to discern what this is
Yeah.
made of.
Is
Well,
this shit edible?
you smell it, and immediately it's delicious. It's got it's nice kind of vegetable, got some carrots in there, like a bit of onion, like pieces of soft carrots and potatoes in there, bit of peas are floating on the top. It smells amazing.
Is this a vegetable soup then? I'm not picking up any mystery meats.
No, not at all.
Oh well, when in the extra-dimensional mansion, and Bruce will very delicately take a soup spoon and just his tusks get in the way.
No, right?
Nothing-
As you
There's
eat
nothing delicate about the way Aki eats it. It's bowl up.
it- Okay. As you both eat it, it's delicious and amazing. Nothing happens.
My
Okay,
compliments
I
to
down it.
chefs.
Perfectly sugared. Perfect.
What do you mean,
Yes,
sugar?
yes,
You needed more salt.
Aki, don't be silly. It was perfectly salted.
Ah, yes. I like this one.
Instead of eating it, I'd like to add it to my inventory as I'm just like holding it, just carrying it around. You know what I mean? I want to keep it, Because I heard the part about the fairy dragons.
All right, you hold on to your soup. No problem.
A little more. Any chance of a little more?
Yeah, of course, more. Yeah.
You begin to see
I'll
as
take
they as you see Coriander take scoops out, and he's given bowls to everyone. The cauldron doesn't seem to be going any less. It's still the same amount.
This is my favorite kitchen ever.
To declare, that is right.
Who is magical here and who can check for magical stuff?
Do we notice that the levels are not depleting?
Yeah, you all notice that.
Then I'd like to to try and check that out because I might want to know how to do that later.
All right, you can make a Arcana check, I guess.
Oh, good grief!
Oh shit.
You mean we forgot the bread? The bread is burning. No.
Just open the oven and you see all this smoke coming out of the oven.
Oh dear. Oh my.
As he
Perriman,
takes out
not knowing what an oven is, takes out his knife, ready to fight.
as he opens the oven, the smoke comes out, and Coriander pulls out the bread. The bread is pristine. It's nice. It smells amazing. Not burnt.
What is
at
this?
all.
Explain yourself. What is this?
It's bread.
You need help?
What?
Can I check your clothes?
You'll see that Coriander starts going through your clothes of everyone and start looking at it.
Look, that needs mending. Wait 1 second.
And he pulls out a needle and a thread, and he will start repairing anyone's clothes who is broken.
Oh no!
As long as they-
No. Aki doesn't like anybody touching the coat he's got on. He shuffles out the door with his soup. Nope. It's too warm in there anyway.
It's okay. I will not finish your clothes, but I can help. You need some cleaning? I can clean. Clean your hair.
At this point, you all realize that these two are just constantly looking to do something and working, and just as you guys are here, they're very excited to help you in any way. So yeah.
While this is going on, Bruce kind of sidles over to Bryn and Dorothy and says, I don't suppose you could. Do you have any questions for these creatures? Do you know what they are? I'm baffled by what these creatures are.
Are you aware of wizard familiars?
Let's just hypothetically say no.
Right. Well, they're from what I did a bit of studying in my youth. I think they're a form of wizard's own mind placed in a pet sort of creature, and I think if anyone were to know about this place, it would be these two. We may want to have them follow us around.
Right. Well, I find them rather mildly distressing. I'm just going to quietly leave. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for the food. Good day.
All right.
What do you mean? Where is he going? You want my soup? You didn't like the soup.
Oh, leave him alone.
I love the soup. Goodbye. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Just before you go, don't touch the piles of book in the library.
I won't.
Remember what happened last time you touched a book, Bruce?
I'd rather not think about it.
Yeah.
Can you?
Something keeps making piles of books in the library. It can be very dangerous. Just make sure you don't knock one over.
Oh no,
Help
no.
yourselves.
You see Cumin go and pick up the cloak that Perriman threw on the floor and sees that it's got holes and begins to stitch it up.
Yeah, you can fix it as good as you can. I'll be back sooner or later, but I'll be back for it.
You can leave this with me.
Yeah, anything else you want to leave for us to repair? I can fix.
Well, while we're at it, maybe you can trim my edges a little bit. Do you have a chair?
Yes, oh yes.
And I take off my hat
God
and
damn it.
reveal my luscious hair that has gone a bit wild on these journeys. And, I don't like to have it unkempt that way. There have been some flyaways that just can't get under control, but maybe your skilled hands could help me while we're here.
He kind of opens a drawer that is a kitchen drawer where you will think there is normal utensils, but as he pulls his hand inside, he draws out this beautiful hair comb, and he starts like combing the hair very carefully.
So beautiful.
Well, thank you. And I turn to the rest of the people and say, I'll keep watch. I'll be here. You go on, I'll join you in a bit.
I look at Dorothy and give her a look of expecting something. Like expectation look.
Is there anything?
No, just letting you know, I guess. And I leave.
Aki walks. Seeing that, Aki walks over to the drawer, closes it, closes his eyes, opens the drawer again. Really hoping to see some sort of bun or cinnamon roll or something. Does he see one?
Nope. You only see the bread that they took out.
Disappointed, slams it shut.
Why do you have hair scissors on your desk?
I'm always ready. You don't know. The people could ask you. To stand there and be very demanding and flared. We are the servants, humble servants.
Right. Wizards need haircuts too, don't they?
Yeah. I mean, what else can we help you with? Maybe, I don't know, anything you need, we are here to help.
Can I see myself in the mirror?
There is
there a
no
mirror?
mirror in this room.
I turn to them and say, Darling, do you have a mirror for me to check?
I open the same drawer that is meant to be cut there inside, but this time I pull out a mirror.
How do I look? GM, how do I look?
If Mo allows it, I think this will be the first roll of fate of today. What do you
Oh
think?
my god.
Mo? Do you?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Well, so
No!
anyway, roll of fate. You call what you want, high or low. Roll a d20. If it lands on a 10, you re-roll again.
I say hi. Okay, and I will roll 1d20. Fuck!
Oh shit.
What does that mean?
You look at yourself, and almost in disgust. Your hair is a mess. Your makeup is undone. You thought that whatever you did earlier had fixed, but the air in this place, in this Candlekeep, is affecting your makeup, and you seem to be... It seems to be not the way you would desire it to be. For everyone else, she looks amazing, but for you, there's something wrong.
The bang is cut too short! You imbecile! I trusted you! Give me the mirror! I take the mirror and I storm out and try to fix myself up.
Damn it! She didn't like it coming.
Goodness, I thought you were magical professionals!
I'm sorry, miss.
So stupid.
Alright, as you all kind of begin to leave this room, is there anyone else that wanted to ask any questions to these people?
I think I'll quickly ask, is there anyone else here other than us?
Oh, no, I don't think they're apart from the masters, but we haven't seen them for ages. We did hear someone earlier, but we were too busy cooking.
Alright, thank you, and I'll leave.
Just one last thing before you go. Very important. We are forbidden to touch the books with any single letters on the spine. Any book with single letters on the spine. Do not touch them. Okay?
Alright.
Isn't it human?
Yeah. Don't touch it. Not good.
Yeah, the ones with a single letter on the spine.
Yeah, our masters told us not to touch those.
Yeah, very important.
I don't know, but you might want to hide this guy. We can see him
Which guy?
right
Where is
here.
Oh, she's
Oh, that's
Dorothy.
Dorothy. Jesus, it looked like a monster circle,
Oh, God.
like about to pop out.
Wow.
I know I do. My makeup is terrible.
The haircut is amazing. What do you mean? Stop it.
There's a couple of people missing. Where have they gone? There's 2 people missing.
Under me.
Oh, they under you?
They're inside me.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
okay.
That's
Oh no!
Oh,
How
there
did
they
you
are.
do that?
There they are.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, now
All right.
I'm doing it.
All right. So, Aki, after that's your turn. Bryn, now you make a decision. Where do you want to go next?
I guess just continue along the path we're going. Is there any rooms here? Is it?
There's a door
Is that
there, and
another
in
room?
front of you, there's a door which is ajar already.
Right. Okay. You mean here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Should we all continue along this path? And I'll start walking towards this front door and open it.
Mm-hmm.
You lead the way. It's your turn currently.
Right. Do I see anything?
Yeah, you do. I will explain to you what you see.
Right. I'm good at this.
About 15 ghouls, 2 white dragons, a beholder.
As you
Rolling
enter
with
through
this.
this door, it opens up to what you would know as an arbitum, which is arched walls, flowering shrubs, and small trees grow between paved paths that meet in the semicircular plateau. There's no sun, but 2 glowing globes hang above the plants, bathing them in light. There are colorful blossoms everywhere, filling the air with their perfume. Did you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was on mute. My fault. Is there anything else I can see? Like, is there another entrance to a different room, or is it just somewhat of a greenery?
Mostly all greenery. Make a perception check.
Okay.
Good.
20.
A dirty 20.
20.
Alright.
I've taken Matthew's good rolls.
As you look around, you don't actually see anything, but you begin to hear giggling sounds. Like
Is that one of you lot?
as you
I look back to the party.
as you turn around and say, "Is that one of you, Rolot?" I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. 16.
16. You feel this kind of some sort of like a smell appear in front of you, like some sort of kind of gas. And as you do, you see this little flying little kind of dragon-like creature. As it puff of smoke comes in front of you, you kind of move it away because as you begin to feel some sort of kind of dizziness and like an affliction on you, which causes you to kind of lose a little bit of your senses, but you break out of it, and the little dragon kind of giggles and runs back into the tree. Well, flies back into the tree.
That's the dragon fairs I was worried about. I'm gonna kind of come back out because there doesn't seem to be much that way, and come back into the corridor and shut the door.
Alright, amazing. Yeah, as you step back out and you shut the door, the rest of the party is there. Is there anything you want to say to them?
There's some of those fairy things we were told to avoid. Not much out there. Is anyone else want to check somewhere else? And I'll kind of just. I guess I'll use my movement to get back to the rest of the party.
Alright.
If I can.
You can indeed. You can. I think you only used what? Let me double check. So much things happening in front of me. Yeah, you were near there. 5, 10, 15, 20,
Yeah.
25, 30. Yeah, you can use your action to move around more if you wanted to.
I'm alright.
Alright, at the end of your turn, Brucey, you're up.
Okay. Brucey's finished his soup and he's away from those distressing-looking creatures, and he walks over to here. And he sees the change in Dorothy's hair. He's like, "My lady, I do believe that does look rather fetching on you."
Well, thank you, darling, but I'm used to a specific look, and I know what frames my face best. But thank you for the consolation. I'll just be busy a little bit. Go on.
Of course. I'm going to check into this room right in front of me.
As you open up and you look into the room, in there, you see a cat.
I do believe that was the cat that was nibbling on my fingers just a second ago. Oh, hello. Are you adorable? Is this a male or a female cat?
Make
Do
a
a
animal.
medicine check again.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I am going to
I don't
animal handle this thing, whether I know what gender it is or not.
I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna ask. That's for the DMs to decide. I'm not gonna say anything.
Hello.
You handle it very well.
Yeah, indeed you do. As you make the animal check, the cat begins to follow you around as you move across the room. This room in front of you is actually the entire far wall of the room is floor to ceiling in bookshelves. Even more books are resting on several large scarlet armchair and a small wooden table, and there are several paintings on the wall. That fluffy black cat is curled, you saw in front of you, begins to kind of follow you around. And yeah, this is like a study room that you see in front of you.
Everybody, I do believe I found a study room. Before I check anything else, I'd like to give the cat a small ration to try and encourage it to follow me around, because I want to make an animal friend.
Alright. As you feed it, it begins to purr closer to you, and seeing that you are offering food definitely sticks with you.
I'm going to name you Hamish. You want to come with me, Hamish? There's more food.
Meow.
I'm going to assume that's a yes. Righto. Books. Am I still able to have a look, or have I used up my action?
No, you can have a look around, yeah. What do you want to do?
I'd like to check out the books. Just a general sort of look at the bookcases, see if anything stands out.
No problem.
Kind of
Make an investigation check, please.
Not one of my best, but you know, what else can I do? Ooh.
Alright.
Ooh.
Well, as you look around the bookshelves, you go through them. You get close to the armchair, and on there, the first thing that you notice is that there is a book there, and it looks very similar to the book that you found before you came into this mansion. It has the face of the mage that was mentioned to you, Mordenkainen, and on the side of it, there is a book with the letter I on the spine.
Bruce was not in the room when they were warned by the homunculi. I want to make that clear. He picks up the book, and he opens the book. He's going to have a quick look inside, but he's going to check the title as well. But he's also going to have a quick check in the book inside the book after he's read the title.
Mm-hmm. So the puzzle book,
Oh boy.
the book itself is when you open it, has information in there which is too hard to comprehend for you to read. It's not even that. There's no title on the book. It's just got the face of this person and the letter I on the spine. It's not, and in the language in there is either it's language or it's some sort of scripture that you don't understand.
Is it a different language?
Yes, probably something that. What languages do you read?
Common, Orcish, and Dwarven.
Yeah, none of those.
Okay. Never mind. I think I'll show this to the rest of the crew. Hamish, do you want to come with me?
Meow.
And he follows you.
Oh, good boy, good boy. There's more food for you if you come with me. Yes, I've still got that book, by the way, as he walks out. Says, "Oh, everybody, this book, it's in a text that I don't understand. Could someone have a look at it?" And he sort of waves it around, and you can assume he's not being subtle about it, so you can probably see the letters on the spine.
Yeah. As you step out, before you step out the room, sorry, just to clarify, as you begin to step out the room and you realize you see a slight little either you feel a little bit of like a breeze in the far left corner of the bookshelf, and as you get closer to there, you realize that this is like a secret shelf that can be shifted.
This one here.
Mm-hmm.
Hamish, good show. Yeah, sure, you're a very handsome chap. All right, I go to push, see if I can push something open.
All right, as you go to the door, let me just double check. Sorry, a lot of information. Just there we go. As you try to push it, nothing happens. But then when you pull it, it slides and leaves a passage that, when you look through, leads downstairs.
Fascinating. Everybody, come in here. He invites everyone to come in.
Mm-hmm. You hear Bruce saying that. You guys can all move there if you want to.
Yeah, I will. Absent-mindedly, just kind of still mostly looking at myself in the mirror, I will walk on in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna wait by the door.
Don't mind the cat. This is my new friend. This is Hamish. Say hello, Hamish.
Meow.
Easy.
Oh, well, lovely. So what'd you find?
Oh, there's a secret entrance. Also, this rather strange-looking book. It's a script I can't read. It's just a different language. And he waves it around, and again, not subtle.
I'll say to him, does it have a specific letter on it? We were told to avoid those.
Oh. We were?
We were?
Well,
there's
I
an
was.
eye on it.
You should probably close it quickly.
Okay, he closes the book.
So, Bruce, good day in the library.
Oh, well, so somewhat, yes. I've made a new friend. It's better than most visits I have to a library. And it's not like that dog that I tried to befriend.
The dog. It wasn't a dog at all, Bruce. But not the point.
Agree to disagree.
What
Anyway.
dog?
Look,
I
made friends with the dog. Aki disagrees.
Aki disagrees that it was a dog, not that you were trying to make friends with it. Shall we find out what's down the stairs? We can get into your shenanigans with the local wildlife on our if we make it out of here with some more soup.
Yeah, good show. I think I've used up all my regular movement because I've been back and forth a little bit.
We can go into the next player. For sure. Dorothy, you're up.
How's the light in here, in this room?
Yeah, it's very well lit. You see another magical globule just floating around. It's a study room, so everything's pretty lit. Very, very lit in here. Yeah.
Good. Well, in that case, I will plant myself on a chair and continue fixing myself up a little bit.
Okay.
But the light here is good. That's what I need. And
I'm not interested in exploring a wizard's mansion. I've got to make myself up.
No, yeah, you gotta be ready for the occasion. And what findings would be worth finding if you were discovering them and not looking presentable. You know, it's part of my profession to look presentable all the time, darling. You soon will learn that too. And by the way, while I do that, I'll just absent-mindedly glance around the room too, to see if I find anything else, if at all.
Sorry,
I
I had myself on mute there. You look around the room. There is nothing else in like more interesting and stuff like that. There are several books that you see that have the insignia of Candlekeep and stuff like that. But the most interesting find is the book that oh boy, Brucey managed to find it and he has in his hand, and also the
Can
passage.
I add?
Mm-hmm.
Can I add a little something? Is
Yeah,
this
of
okay?
course,
No?
of course. If I miss anything, yeah.
You also notice that as you look along, there is a lot of books who actually have the signature of Fistandia on it. Yeah, just that. Sorry.
No, that's true. Oh, before I forget, there are the three paintings as well hanging on the walls. The first one, when you can see as you sit there, is a landscape scene with a large green dragon emerging from a grove of pine trees. And the other one is a study of a Pegasus in flight, and there is a portrait of a unicorn in a wooded glade.
Landscape, sea, unicorn. What was the third one?
A large green dragon emerging from a landscape in a landscape scene, and then there's a Pegasus in flight, and the other one is a unicorn in a wooded glade.
I guess this. Okay. Unicorn and dragon. Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that will be all.
Okay. Is there anything? Do you want to go anywhere, or you just want to sit there?
I mean, I would probably go next door, but honestly, I found good lighting, and that's all I care about right now. So I'm gonna stay here for a little bit.
Fair
The
enough.
lady's not for turning.
All right. As you kind of there trying to fix yourself up just outside Perimin, what would you like to do?
Yes, I would like to go over here. Hold up. Where's my ruler? That is too much. In that case, I'm going over here. And is this door open?
As you open it, yeah. As you go through the handle, yeah, it opens up quite easily.
Oh.
And as you step into
Hello.
there you see a broom standing in front of you. It is currently just sweeping the floor. And as you enter this room, you realize that it contains a battered wooden mannequin and a weapon rack holding staffs and daggers. All lit by indigo-tinted lights streaming through a window. The floor is stained and scorched, and then at the far end of the room, the broom hovers and is sweeping away.
Okay, I would need to use my action for that. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to inspect the rack to see if there is anything of value.
You see, the only thing that you see in this room is there are 4 daggers, 4 quarterstaffs, 20 darts. There's a bandolier hanging from one of the pegs. One wall holds diagrams of like attacks and positions, parry positions, and stuff like that. Diagrams, really a combat room of some sort or an exercise room. The mannequin itself has numerous cuts and chips on it, and and apart from that, there's nothing else of importance in this room that you can actually see, apart from the far window that you see on the opposite side.
Alright, so I am gonna make my way to the next room then, using my action
Okay.
for movement. Does the door open?
This is not a door, but a window. And
A
again,
window. Okay.
yes, and when you look like outside, you begin to see miasma outside as well. Just this kind of
Right.
greenish smoke into the endless, whatever you are,
Huh.
void, you could say.
Okay. Can I do anything else?
You have an
Do
action and bonus.
you?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go. Do you take any of the daggers or weapons? Actually,
No,
just
they
to
are
make
of
sure.
no interest to me.
All right, cool. Sorry.
I mean,
Yeah,
the
go ahead.
daggers, but I'm gonna grab. I'm gonna grab this
You're gonna
by
grab
the
the broom.
handle. Yep.
All right. As you're sweeping away, and you grab the broom, it stops for a moment, and then begins to.
I'm about to die.
It begins to. It snatches itself out of your hand. Does a 15 hit?
Yep.
You take 5 points of damage as this broom just smacks you across the head. It kind of skids back, and just as if someone would be holding some sort of martial quarterstaff, it begins to kind of turn and spin in front of you. And I will throw that into the initiative now.
Oh,
God damn it. Why are you so
Why
stupid,
does
Iron Man?
everyone always hold the brooms? It's
I
like a
know,
thing,
right?
right? When you see an animated bloom, everyone just wanna hold them. It's like it's so
I
very
wanted
funny.
to sit on it, to be honest. Like,
Oh,
which style?
What is it doing? Okay, wait. Where's Paramin? Okay, I'm with Paramin now.
Hey.
Let me just move this down. That is there. All right. I will say it's your turn. You don't have any movement left, but you do have. I'll say you have an action. Yeah, go ahead.
I want to grapple it. I want to hold it in place.
All right, make a grapple check.
But well, for grapple, that's like that's DM specific.
That's oh, what? You haven't rolled yet. Have you rolled yet? You haven't rolled yet.
No.
It's,
What do
sorry,
you roll
it's
for
you would
grapple?
roll athletics. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, there you go.
It would roll either athletic or dex, but I've already rolled. So
Yeah.
all right, you managed to grapple it. It seems like it's not going to be moving in any place. Anything else you want to do?
Nothing.
All
Just
right.
holding it in place.
Do you
Like,
say anything?
It's okay. It's okay.
You can see it is trying to move. It's trying to get out of this your grasp very, very ferociously. Do you shout anything or say anything?
No, nothing.
All right. Aki, your turn.
Yes. Aki puts down his now empty bowl of soup in front of the cat, and the space that opened is behind where Bruce is now. Is that right? Is that on the left or above what I can see?
It's above,
Above.
just in north of Bruce.
Yeah.
I'll move
So-
out the way. There you go.
Oh, grand. Then I'll go through there and see what's in here. And we have stairs, it seems.
They lead down. Do you go down?
Hmm.
It'll take about
I do.
15 feet. So 5, 10, 15, 20. As you get to the bottom of the steps, I will put you exactly where you are. Poof.
Ah.
And for those, I don't think anyone else can see, but you're down there.
No. I'm down there, and do I have any movement left now?
I say you have about 10 feet.
10 feet, so I can get there.
You can. And there is a door next to you.
Yep.
Which is, I think, ajar, and then there's a door in front of you as well that you can see.
Okay, then I'll. Is it still perfectly light down here, or is it getting darker?
No, you'll see. You'll know if it gets dark. Don't worry.
Okay. Then I'll use my action to try to dash and move through the door to my left here.
Okay.
And in here.
Right. As you enter into that room, immediately the air here smells of like an astringent chemicals. Long wooden tables stretch across the room, laden with vials, beakers, and flasks holding various liquids and powders. Books are stacked between the glassware and chemicals. Yellowed paper, charts, and blackboards full of complex formulas cover the wall.
Do I recognize anything?
I will say, make a perception check.
Odd.
To
Not a good night for this.
No, it is beyond your understanding of anything that's written on these chalkboards. But you do see more numerous scorch marks and acid burns on the furniture around as well.
Can I tell what's responsible for that, or what color of mixture looks like it's at the heart of any scorch marks or burns?
Not necessarily, unless you want to put your finger in one of them.
Is there anything that looks contained on these tables? Anything that looks completed that isn't leaking or likely to cause me grave injury?
Well, as you kind of step into the room a little bit more and you begin to look around a bit further, you do really see kind of like clay figures that rest on top of in the middle of the room. They range from like rudimentary, like barely humanoid shape, with winged body, and almost appears to be like a real life creature, but that is merely asleep. You can make a Arcana check if you want.
Definitely.
No idea what these are for, but
No.
very real, very realistic.
There doesn't appear to be any more doors here. Have I got a little bit of movement left on that dash?
Yeah, and as you do, let me just double check. Okay. Probably another 5 feet, but you do see something. You do see a book, and it looks very familiar again. This one again with the same face of Mordenkainen on him, or on the cover, and on the side of it, on the spine, it is the letter B. It's just propped up against a large beaker.
Okay. That I will take but not open, because I heard the warning.
Alright, you keep that book. Anything else you want to do?
Am I able to investigate the outside of it without opening it or interacting any further with it?
It doesn't. There's nothing. I can just give you that. There's nothing apart from the letter B on the side, which is you don't know if it's like catalogued in that letters and stuff like that. Obviously, you saw the letter I above, and then you saw this one, which has the letter B. Could it mean something? You're unsure. I'll say make an intelligence check, but with disadvantage. Okay.
It'll be in it then.
Yeah, you're just looking at it and you're like, why are these books here and why do they have these letters on the side? You're curious, so you bag it and pocket it, but nothing of interest in that case as well. However, when you do look up and you look around, what do you see? You do realize some of the materials that are around, and you also actually just give me another perception check as you're thoroughly looking around this room.
On more than 10. Great.
Alright, yeah, you see the material, then you know that this would definitely cost a pretty penny, about up to 50 gold pieces if you were to take this, as well as you recognize two of the vials on the side, which are this kind of thick red liquid, which has this kind of reddish glow to them. And you find, which you recognize immediately as 2 vials of potions of healing.
I also pocket. And of the other things that scattered around the table that may be of value, any of them particularly shiny?
Nothing in this room. Everything else is either glass beakers or something, some sort of kind of metal. The materials itself that you have probably pocketed will come fetch a penny, a good penny, like if you sold them or used them for other purposes. But apart from that, nothing else of value.
Well, aware of my luck and not terribly happy in being where I am. Probably not intending to sell them and expecting my luck to turn. So pocket everything and cease investigating. I guess happy with my load so far.
No problem. And as you begin to turn around and head towards the door, with the camera moves back upstairs into the room where the rest of the party are. And Bryn, as you are looking around this room, what would you like to do?
I guess I'll see you and shout downstairs to Aki and say, anything wrong? Should we body down or look somewhere else?
You hear that coming down
There's
the thing.
there some weird play fighting doll things, not moving, worth noting, down here, and there's a lot of doors just like everywhere else. But I found another book. This one's got a B on it. We keep finding them, we can spell something. But I'm not reading it. Ain't that interesting?
Do you want any of us to come down or not?
Yeah, there's more to see down here. There's more to see up there too. But come on down. It was a secret staircase. Don't you? Come on. You must be curious.
Yeah, I am. I'll move down as well.
All right.
Do I go along this corridor?
Yeah, no problem. As you went 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, you get... Nope, not there. But I will put you there. You are... Whoop. There you go. Down here. And you come, and there's a door immediately... When you come down the steps, there's a door immediately there in front of you.
Right, I'll go through it if I can.
Yeah, you can walk through that door. It's ajar anyway. As you step through the door, that will be your full movement, but you see another door in front of you and another door to the right.
Aki, which room did you go through? Let's see if I can shout him or anything ever.
Yeah, as you...
I'm in here.
Yeah, he's back in the corridor behind you.
Ah, right, okay. I guess I'll, can I get to the door on the right, or will I have to dash or at?
Yeah, you can use your action to dash if you want.
Yeah, I'll, try and go in this room on the right.
Alright, as you step into the room, you begin to see... So, this is a dark room, and as you step in, this is probably the one room that's not lit. However, you have dark vision. So this dark room is got a stone-walled room containing only a few objects. A 5-foot diameter circle of intricate ruins covers the floor. There's an empty wooden bookstand opposite the door and a bronze brazier at the other three cardinal points of the circle. Whatever materials they contain has long ago burned to cinders, but the room still smells of charcoal and sulfur. Sitting next to the bookstand is a toad.
The place gets weirder and weirder. I'll shout down the corridor, and let's see. Should I even ask if you can speak? And I'll say to the toad. What did I expect? Can I investigate the room at all? I know I used my action to dash, or...
I would say you can move around the room, and then in your next turn you can. I'll say you can do a further. Well, based on what I've told you, that's actually pretty much what it is because it's not too much into this room. There's no. You can't really tell if there's anything perspective-wise.
Yeah.
You can move further around the room if you wanted to. That's what I'll say. You still have movement. You have 25 movement to move around.
There were other rooms in that corridor as well, weren't there?
Mhm.
I think I'll come back out and see if I can get into one of those.
All right. Take a step back.
Yeah.
And there's a
Um.
door to your right.
Right. I'll go through there
All right.
if I'm able to.
The door opens. The first thing that hits you is the smell of alcohol and brine that permeate the room. Glass vessels, large and small, stand in rows on the floor and tables, ranging from 1 foot to 6 feet tall. Inside each vessel is the body of a creature floating in clear liquid. One 4 foot tall container is missing its lid and has no occupant.
I'll hold my sword out ready just in case, and I think that'll be it for my turn.
That would be it for your turn.
Yeah.
All right. As you end your turn, let us go, and I think I'll call this the final round of see what happens here. We go back up the stairs, out of the room that Dorothy and Bruce are, back into the room where Perimin is standing there with the animated broom, holding it as it struggles and tries to break free. But as he's there, the broom itself, it is going to try to hit you once
I'm
again.
gonna pass out, by the way, just so you know.
Oh,
I'm about to die, actually.
What?
Alright, first hit. That's a dirty 20.
Wow.
Damn.
You take another 5 points of damage as it moves and then whoosh, just goes straight into your nose, and you feel your nose all bloody and even probably broken now with the blood coming pouring down your face. All right, and as that hits you, you realize that you've touched something that is now not meant to be touched, and it is relentlessly trying to beat the shit out of you. And as it does, and you hold there. Well, actually, let me just see whose turn it is. Let's get to your turn. 3 more. Let's just go to the end of the round, and then we'll see what happens. If that's okay, cool. Bruce, you're up.
I'm assuming I hear
No.
the scrapping going on next door.
Make a perception check.
I mean, I got whipped in the face by a broom. That's gonna make a sound for sure.
I'm just wondering if we need to roll for it or not. Hearing the broom crack over your thick skull.
Yeah, you hear. You hear a thudding noise, and then just like a grunt coming from Perimin, and you don't know what's kind of going on.
That doesn't sound good. Bryn, Aki, I'm going to check on Perimin. I think he's fucked up.
Do we hear that?
Maybe.
Both of you make perception checks. Aki and Bryn.
You know what? It doesn't matter. I was going to ask because I'm further away. Should I roll a disadvantage? But it doesn't matter.
Oh wow!
Can't get any worse than what I've rolled.
Oh god.
Yeah, Aki, you do hear that barely as he's running away as he's saying this as well. But Bryn, you are looking around very, very suspiciously in this room, and you don't hear what he says. As you enter the room, Bruce, you begin to see Perimin there, standing with a broom, which has now blood covered all in front of it on the handle on the stick. The cat sees in this room and sees what's kind of going on. Actually sees what's going on and begins to turn
Can I
around.
make?
Go ahead.
Can I say something just for fun?
Yeah, go ahead.
If you allow me, Mo.
Yeah, go ahead.
Make a perception check, Bruce.
I shall. Perception. Natural
Okay.
one.
Wow.
You are unaware until you feel a warm streak going down your leg, and then you look and the cat has just sprayed it on your leg as he got horrified seeing the broom on combat.
Oh, by Jove. Hamish.
And
I
Then he goes
fed
back
you.
out.
Oh, you're adorable. I forgive you. I need to get back. Anyway, what's going on? Oh, good lord! Pyramid!
Help.
What the deuce?
I wanted to ride it.
You want? Oh, bloody hell! Right, yeah. Have I used up my whole action? Am I allowed to take a swing at the broom?
You could throw something at it. What's your movement? 30, right?
It was 30, that's what I was asking.
Yeah,
What
you can
was
use
allowed
your.
to-
The door's open. You can't get in melee range with it, but you can throw something if you want to.
All right, let me take a step. I'll take a step back into the corridor then. Okay, Perimin, I must warn you, do not move. I am going to throw this axe at the broom.
Oh yeah, I'm small, so he doesn't get disadvantage because I'm fucking tiny.
Can you hold it steady?
Yes.
I'm going to assume you're confident. Here we go. Oh
Oh shit.
no! Oh no! Does an 8 hit the broom?
Well, I'll tell you in a second. Sorry, I've clicked on the. I was wondering why it wasn't working. The 8 does definitely not hit the broom as it goes past. It misses Paramin as well as it hits the other side. This is another fate roll. Make a fate roll. Check.
Fates roll, so it's a straight
Oh.
D20.
Oh,
Yeah, just roll a
fuck's sake.
d20
So good.
and call it high or low.
Hmm.
I'm going to say high.
Just technically you roll high.
As the axe goes straight past the broom over Paramin's head, you see it hit the glass window on the other side, break through that, and just continue going on.
Oh. Well,
What?
I've lost an axe.
Yeah, I see this is coming.
Oh, bugger. I'm down an axe.
Anything else?
No, that's me
Someone's
done.
gonna get their head chopped off.
I shout, someone get through here and help Paramin and myself. We're dealing with a savage broom.
Dorothy, doing your last touches up on your makeup, you hear the voice of Bruce calling for help. What would you like to do?
Huh? Oh, okay, well. And I get up and join him, or try to join him. 30 feet of movement. Let's see. 1, 2. Oh, I can get in. 4.
You can get it.
Yeah. Can I cast Mage Hand as an action and try to grab the broom
You wanna grab the broom as well?
with my Mage Hand?
I think the mage hand has a modifier of 0, right? I'm not entirely too sure. Cisco, can you look it up?
Good question, I don't know.
Bruce is baffled. This thing is clearly beating the shit.
Let me double check.
Whatever
I
it's
think
so
there
nice.
is some restrictions for it.
I don't think he can grapple. I think he can just pick up stuff and move around and move stuff around.
But let me just make sure.
very
I
minimalistic
believe so as well.
Ah, there we
Isn't
go.
it only pick up to 10 pounds or something like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
can't attack specifically.
Yeah. So grapple counts as,
interact. It can't interact with magical items, I know that much.
Yeah, and a grapple
but it's,
counts as an attack, so it can't do that, unfortunately.
But it's a magical fucking broom.
Dorothy, my dear,
Well.
I think you need to try to like break it.
Well, how far away is it again? Can I even reach it with my real hand?
You
Is
want-
it still in Pyramid's hand, like in his combat range,
Yeah.
or is it
I'm
floating?
holding it.
He's holding it. Yeah,
Okay.
you're only 5 feet. You're 10 feet away from it. Well, 5 feet away.
I
From
think you could move. You could move 5 feet more. I think if I
You
count
have
your
enough
movement, you were in the corner. You could move yourself there.
Okay. Well, sure. She's gonna go up and try to grab it with her own hands.
Okay. Now you make a grapple check. That would be an athletics check.
Right.
Contestants to the brooms.
Dorothy flies out the window.
Whee!
Why is everyone being so nice to this broom? It's trying to kill Perriman.
Then.
I rolled an 11.
Oh, so close.
Oh shit! Actually, I do have inspiration. Can I use that retroactively?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I think that's how you use it, even.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, you re-roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
There.
16.
All right.
Nice.
Now, I don't know what type of game it's called where you all have to hold a stick and whoever lets go is thing. You got a pyramid at the bottom, shorter than you holding the stick. You're holding the top bit where there's blood, pyramid's blood on it, and you're holding the top part of it. And this thing looks like, I will say, because you're both holding it now, I will consider this to be restrained.
Nice.
There we go.
Then I'll just grab it like an angry mom and say, "Stop it! Stop it!"
All right. And as you both now continuously shake as this thing tries to break free, was there anything else, Dorothy, you would like to do?
Oh, that's
Alright.
it.
Perriman, what would you like to do?
Fuck, I want to tame this.
I think at this point you realize that this thing is not being tamed and it's trying to beat the shit out of you, and probably
if I
now
play-
Dorothy as well because it's touched it.
Okay, if I played a mage or a druid, that would be different, but I'm going to let go,
Okay.
and I'm gonna ask Dorothy to watch her hands, and I'm gonna chop that thing in half.
All right. Go ahead. Are you going to just
Dorothy is holding it.
normal attack? Yeah.
Yep.
All right. You see Perriman pull out, kind of unsheath his humongous
fuck's
great
sake.
axe, and as you hit it, something you realize this thing is very, very sturdy, and your axe it gets stuck for a moment, but does not break it in half, and you pull it away.
Inspiration. Does it work?
Yeah, you can reroll it. Yeah.
Actually, wait. I need to check features feats. What is lucky? When you roll a 1, okay.
Yeah, you can use your inspiration.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And re-roll that shit. There you go.
You pull the axe out, you're like, "Ugh," and you swing back in, and this time it definitely hits. Roll damage.
Your inspiration's spent on beating up a broom.
7.
You know it.
All right, you take a chunk of, you took splinters of it, begin to fly out of it as you take a good chunk of it, but it's still sturdy, still standing there.
My God, it's a broom.
That's your action. Is there anything you want to do?
Bleh.
I'm gonna scream out to Dorothy that I am very, very hurt right now.
What does that sound like?
Help me, I'm fucking about to die.
Do any of us hear that?
No. Only
I'm whimpering, like it's a whimper.
Yeah, Dorothy and Bruce As you begin to, you look at your companion holding this broom, bloodied up. Even the attack that he did looked a bit kind of weak and did not destroy this broom. You see him in this state of is it fear? Is it scared? What is it, Pyramid?
Fear, yeah.
Yeah, in fear of his life. He stumbles back on this broken window behind him. As you can't feel, there's no air or anything like that, but you can just hear this kind of subtle sounds, Paramin, of kind of like a slow wind just breathing in and out. And as you all stand there watching this broom almost destroy your friends, that is where we will leave it tonight, and you will continue our exploration of this place next session.
Getting the shit kicked out of us.
Level 1. Level.
Like everyone nice to it.
Yeah.
It is. Can I just say though, it is good to see you surviving more than one round of
Yeah,
combat.
what
Yeah.
I'm about to say. I get fucking one shot session 0. I'm about to die in session 1. What is this?
Oh no.
That's
the
what the other
window-
backup.
The window is higher up though, right? It's not because I had this fear of Pyramid, like maybe walking
it's higher
backwards
up.
and getting sucked
No, he's
into.
higher. He's just
Okay.
putting his shoulder there just to kind of keep himself kind of upright.
Okay, well, thank God.
I lost a hand.
Actually, at one point, I did want to go to the double doors, open them, and try to climb out onto the building.
Well, you can do that next session if you survive the broom.
Wow.
The biggest challenge.
Yeah,
Biggest
This
challenge.
stream is the TPK.
Yeah, normally it's a door that kills people, but this time
Right.
it's a broom.
Right.
Yeah.
Cisco, you said something about everyone touching that broom. I grabbed the broom because I wanted to use it to fly out the double doors the moment I saw it.
Nice. You see, you and me think alike as a player. That's what I will be thinking as a player to do, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna take that broom and actually use it, tame it, and fly away with it. That would be my thinking. But I'm like you, I'm a big coward.
All right. Okay. Well, just want to say thank you, everyone. Thanks to all my players here and DM for supporting
Thank you,
me as well.
GM.
I hope everyone out there enjoyed the stream. It's first time streaming this thing. There will always be future improvements to it, so just keep an eye on that. And please let all your friends and family know about this new stream. Please follow us on this. Please watch also our other stream, which is comes on Sunday as well. And I guess until next time, and until next Tuesday, catch us at 6:45. This time probably be earlier, and we will continue this adventure and see where we go from there. But until then,
Yeah. Thank
Good
you.
night. Have a good
Thank you, Mo. Actually, good night. Yay.
Thanks, Mo.
Tuesday.
Yay, yay. Good night, guys.
good
Good night.
night.
Right.
Thank you, everyone.